Yup, it's raining pretty hard. There's still a lot of people at the market. I'm gonna be here yanging. So, hey, can I offer you guys some cool stickers real quick?
Okay.
Do you know about this man? He's running for president, Andrew Yang.
I like him. I'll take a sticker.
Yeah, these are collectibles. Yeah.
I'll take a sticker.
Do you know what his math hat stands for?
What?
His math hat?
It's an acronym for something.
Yeah. It means make America think harder.
That's good.
Yeah. What do you think?
Alright,
You want some? Yeah. Would you like a few?
Oh,
Yeah, people you'd like to hand them to? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Going. Yep. You're welcome.
Are you gonna vote for him?
Yeah.
Is he for sure running?
Yeah, he's for sure running. Oh, the other thing is, you notice is I'm recording a little documentary about our Humanity First movement. So, are you guys okay with being on YouTube channel?
Sure.
Yeah, just this little interaction, like getting us like all out there hustling on video, so like to motivate others. This is the other campaign slogan. If you want some of these too.
nothing.
So this is his main message is humanity first.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So humanity first is. Would you like to hear a little like 20-second spiel about him? So he's a technologist, a tech entrepreneur, and so he's not a politician, and he takes like a data-driven, like non-ideological problem solving. And humanity first is to recognize first that our economy is kind of like an automated machine, and it's automating more and more with self-driving cars and trucks. AI is taking call center work and self-checkout at every grocery store. So our economy is about to eliminate 50 million, between 30 to 50 million jobs in the next 15 years. And so humanity first is to recognize that our economy is kind of getting away from us. It's supposed to serve us. But right now, as we grow the economy, we're shrinking the middle class. People are being pushed into poverty. So his human-centered capitalism policy is to reprogram the rules, incentives of the economy so that they serve people and not just the big corporations. So he wants to measure things like health outcomes, educational attainment, upward mobility.
Like a stipend to everybody or something?
Yeah, and that too. Yeah, it's called a universal basic income, which is $1,000 a month to every American citizen from the age of 18 onward. Yeah, so it's a very big expansion. It's basically a recirculation because right now our economy is such that money gets stuck at the top like hot air into the hands of these big corporations. And Amazon, Google,
Yeah, they're spending
Facebook,
like billions of dollars
billions
right
and billions every year, and they don't pay any taxes because we have loopholes for big multinational
now. Yeah,
corporations.
but then they keep the money in other countries too,
Right?
right?
Yeah, they route it through Scotland, Ireland, all kinds of foreign
Then
entities.
they got to get it back to the U.S. somehow.
Yeah. So it's the freedom dividend is what he's calling it. Is going to be about 2.5 trillion per year of recirculation of money. Um,
How does he
so
pay for that though?
so mostly from the top and then straight into the hands of the people's hands. So to pay for that, it's a value added tax, and it's a tax. Are you familiar with what a value added tax is?
I'm not sure what that means.
So it's a small toll on every movement of money in the economy. So it's kind of like making every
Like a
street.
Bitcoin transaction fee cost?
It's kind of like that. Every transaction has a little bit of a toll. Yeah, exactly. So you're familiar with Bitcoin. Yeah, I was very much into Bitcoin too. So yeah, it's kind of like that. So anytime value transfers in the economy, there's a small toll, and so big corporations that transact the most will pay out the most. So the math works out that about 94% of Americans will benefit with a value-added tax plus the basic
So
income that they'll get.
the only thing that's a little bit scary about that,
Yeah.
right, is in like the biblical stuff, they had like the mark of the beast. You need to have that in order to do any transactions. So if you can tax every single transaction, I think a lot of the like Christian people will be really scared of that.
Interesting. That's an angle I haven't thought about. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, thanks for listening. And yeah, he's like a true technologist and a visionary. So every one of his talks is like a TED talk. So if you wanted to find out more, you could go straight to YouTube. Yeah, he's running. He's actually polling fifth now. He came from 20. and then in 3 months he's pulled into fifth place.
Yeah, I watched some documentaries on him. Like a pretty good option.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I feel like having a technologist in the White House is very important because our economy is very intricate and it's high tech. And a lot of the politician class, you wouldn't really trust them to even upgrade your phone or something. And they're not really. I mean, they're great people, but they grew up in yeah. So
I just hacked an iPhone
yeah,
pretty recently. I'm pretty proud of that.
yeah,
I'm maliciously happy. Yeah. Because someone doesn't know you. Like, this company gave you the phone.
But somebody else's company gave him the phone, and I just refreshed it and got rid of all the passwords.
yeah. Thank you. Thanks for listening, guys. Yeah. Would you like a sticker too?
No, thank you.
Do you know about Andrew Yang though?
No, I was
Have you seen this guy? Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you think about what I said? What did you hear?
A little bit about, I was kind of keep watching at the same time. Something
Yeah.
about how you say he's ready for president.
Yeah. Yeah. His message is this is another campaign slogan: humanity first. Yeah. Would you like this?
I'll take that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. This is his real life miniature portrait. Yeah. His math hand means make America think harder. So yeah.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Check him out. So would you like a cool sticker of Andrew Yang? Have you seen this man running for president?
Oh yeah, no, I like that guy.
Okay. Did you know his math hat stands for Make America Think Harder?
Makes what?
Make America Think Harder. Yeah.
I didn't even know he's doing that.
Yeah.
Right on.
And his other campaign slogan is humanity first. Because he's a technologist. I call him a technologist humanist.
Yeah.
Because it means he puts humanity first in all of the designs of his policies. He's a data-driven tech entrepreneur, so he's not a politician.
And most data-driven tech people I know only care about themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's also a humanist, meaning
like
that.
Bezos.
Yeah, I used to work with Amazon Robotics, so I was at the forefront of that automation technology. So this guy, yeah, he made a small fortune as a startup founder. I don't think he founded the company, but after that, he went into nonprofit, and so he's been a social entrepreneur for seven years or so. And the charge of his nonprofit is to fight the brain drain that was going straight from Ivy League schools to Wall Street and Silicon Valley. So he wanted to funnel some of America's brightest minds into the Midwest and start companies there. So that's what he was doing. It was basically
I live in the Midwest.
okay. Yeah. So his nonprofit is to fight the brain drain, create startup companies in blighted cities in the Midwest.
Like
So,
where?
Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, all those places that were hit hardest by the automation of manufacturing jobs, which he says is why Donald Trump got elected. Is that we've automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs, and 2 million of those people never returned to the workplace. In those communities, opiate addictions went up. And he also says when people are struggling economically, trying to scrape their next meal, their next month's rent, their IQ literally drops by 13 points. They become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric. And that's kind of what really happened. And he's able to see.
Or Hillary Clinton was our other option.
Right.
I think that's
that too. Exactly. And he was like, Donald Trump's like, he saw that there was a problem, and Hillary is like, America's already great. Right. And so, yeah, really missed, because if we look at the surface level of things, we just look at GDP, it looks like we're doing great. But we're growing the GDP by automating away jobs. So that's why he's challenging people to think harder about the metrics we're using, look deeper, and you'll see that.
Automation doesn't necessarily get rid of jobs at a net level, it just creates different jobs.
Yeah,
So
it creates different jobs really fast, right?
That's the problem is
Yeah.
that job that it replaces, you need to be educated.
Yeah.
So
And he points out the federal retraining programs, they were only 0 to 15% effective for the last. Yeah. So he's got plans to reprogram some incentives into the economy to actually serve people, such as measuring things other than GDP, like health outcomes,
Yeah.
education,
I like
career.
that he's the one thing
Yeah.
that doesn't really want the government to run everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love
He's all,
it.
yeah, he's all about putting power and money into people's hands and letting people
That's
decide
it,
for
too.
themselves.
It's like school choice.
It's like decentralized decision making,
Yeah,
empower
for
people.
sure.
Yeah. So I think he'll take us into, like, I'm a futurist, so I'm like, right now humanity is either going towards Star Trek or Mad Max. You know. And last thing, I know you got to go. I'm recording a little piece for my YouTube channel. Is it okay if I use this quick conversation?
Yeah, right on.
All right, cool.
For sure.
Thanks, brother.
I'll send you an invoice for the material.
Okay. Yeah, if I ever get real big, you hit me up. Hey guys, can I interrupt real quick and give you some cool stickers? Do you know Andrew Yang? All right. Would you like some Andrew Yang stickers?
Sure. Yeah.
You guys, YangGang?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Yeah. So I'm recording a little YouTube video on my little camera here, like about YangGang, documenting our little movement.
I saw you in
Yeah.
YouTube.
You did? No way. When? Where?
California at the beach park, something.
Yeah. We were at a YangGang beach party. Awesome. Hey, let me give you these. This is the slogan, humanity first.
Nice.
Cool. You're the first person that recognized me. Wow. I have like 400 subscribers now. Yeah. You didn't click like? You didn't subscribe? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, if you guys want to join the fun, we're throwing a lot more events, and we're throwing some parties, gatherings, and also canvassing a lot. Like telling, yeah, San Diego YangGang on Facebook.
We're
Yeah.
actually from like the LA area. We're
Okay.
down here for vacation.
Nice. Yeah. LA has a lot of YangGang.
Oh, do they?
Massachusetts. Sweet. Yeah. I went to my company. The company I used to work for is in Reading, North Reading.
I missed the last time you went to Boston.
Okay.
Is he coming to Boston?
I don't know. He's touring a lot, so I'm sure he'll be around. New Hampshire for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to New Hampshire in like January probably. Yeah. So you guys are visiting sunny San Diego, right?
We try to get
Yeah.
sunny San Diego.
Well,
Obviously,
here we are.
Yeah.
And how many hours do you have to wait for this?
Oh, you guys are going to eat here, right?
Yeah.
This is a great restaurant. It's worth it. It's worth the wait. Yeah.
Have you been here before?
This restaurant, yeah, I've been here twice. It's the best brunch spot ever.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
What's the best one?
Brunch.
Best brunch spot.
Yeah.
What the menu? Can you tell me?
The menu?
Yes.
Best.
On it?
Oh, the souffle pancakes are the signature. Yeah. You looked it up, right? Yeah. They're really good. The texture is awesome. It's like it looks like two biscuits, but like it moves around like Jello, and it's like really eggy and creamy. Yeah. Cool. Good to talk to you guys.
Good luck on
Do you want me to send you a link to my YouTube video when I put it up? Yeah. I'll get your I have a YouTube channel. How about I'll get your name and number, and then
Let's do Daryl, D-A-R-Y-L.
hold on a second. DARYL, yeah, and then
And last name, P-R-I.
okay. First name's good enough. Yeah. And, if you could type your number, I'll text you when I put the video up.
Oh, okay.
It's the Yangin' in the Rain episode.
Hey.
Oh shit, my camera's like slipping.
This is 360 cam?
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah. This is like super convenient. Let's see.
Get everything.
Yeah.
Are you the only one in San Diego?
There's a lot of us. Whoops. Some people are supposed to join me, but I don't know if they'll make it because of the rain.
I'm so glad you guys got this area. Like, chilling. Everyone out there that's complaining. It's so rare.
All right, let me check. Who else is supposed to meet me?
Thank you, guys. Good luck.
Yes, good luck to all of us. See you in the future.
For sure.
This guy's a futurist, right? Yeah.
Have a good one, man.
Peace. Hi. Good. No, I'm just gonna talk to these folks. Oh, you want some stickers? This is Andrew Yang. He's a presidential candidate. Yeah, his math hat means "Make America Think Harder," and he's got the best slogans like "Humanity First" and "Make America." Yeah. You guys want some stickers too? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, he's bringing awareness because, like he says, we're measuring the wrong things in our economy. We have to think harder because even as GDP is going up and stock market price going up, it's actually going up because we're automating away jobs with technology, like robotics and AI. So we're going to lose 40 million jobs in the next 15 years. And the numbers are going to look great, but people are going to be jobless. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh, are you guys okay with being on my YouTube channel? I'm recording like a little documentary. Okay, cool. Hi. Can I give you guys some stickers? Do you know Andrew Yang?
Oh yeah.
You do?
YangGang.
That's right. Are you a YangGang?
Yes.
All right,
I'm
cool.
not from here, so I don't know. But
Okay.
she knows, so I'm visiting
Yeah.
from the Philippines to the UK.
Nice.
So they can't go.
Okay, well, you can watch us like a game show and participate in the, I don't know, spread the word, I guess. There's a lot of like overseas people because like this thing he started, this Humanity First movement,
So don't
is.
stick it, I'll not be attacked. No?
Huh?
I'll not be attacked.
Oh, he's very friendly. He's like, he's converting,
So I'm afraid if I'll stick it
you know,
somewhere, then I'll be attacked by someone.
yeah, I know American politics is scary, but this year it's better because of this guy.
A
Yeah.
red hat. Red hat.
Yeah, blue hats are okay.
Okay, I didn't know. Well, that's fine, but okay, I'll take your.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Mhm.
you so much.
So his hat means "Make America Think Harder," right?
Oh,
Did you know that?
that's cute.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's, okay.
Make America Think Harder. It's also like a play. He likes to play with, because America has a lot of racial complexes, right? A lot of stereotype. President.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we might have a Asian American. Yeah, he
I've just
is.
seen in the news.
Yeah. So we'll get more stickers ready.
Thank you.
You guys enjoying the rain? You're visiting from Phil. You came all the way to sunny San Diego from the Philippines,
Yeah.
and you get
this
this.
one we get.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So we're going to London. Do you want to go to London? I want to go. When it's not with me.
Well, London is supposed to rain.
Let's go. You plan? No, not next year. We might not be able to afford it. We might not. Yeah, we've been to Australia just. We've been to Australia just a few months ago, and then here, and then we're going to. Yeah, 2020. Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll
you.
spread the word.
Are you guys gonna vote in the primaries? All right, nice. You should hit up the San Diego YangGang Facebook group.
There's a YangGang Facebook.
We have 550 or 600 people.
I thought YangGang was just a hashtag. I didn't know that was actually a group name.
We are everywhere. Yeah. We're virtual. We're real. We're like in your spirit, mind, body, spirit, all over the place. Yeah, for sure. Like we're really elevating America's like political discourse, like reason, rationality, love, acceptance. Like I love talking to Trump supporters and Bernie supporters. You know, like having the difficult conversations, but like respecting each other. It's really cool. Yeah, it takes a lot of love. You have to be really like, yeah. Because here's the thing, right? Like Trump supporters, they think they're doing the best. That everybody. So Andrew Yang himself, he says, I don't fault people for the incentives that made them.
Yeah.
Right? Like people grow up in their experiences with their own values that they've been taught growing up, and so yeah, it's like the humanist. I describe Andrew Yang as a technologist and a humanist, and like a humanistic philosophy is like it's all encompassing. Like like even if you're a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're still human, and all humans have the same basic needs,
Yeah.
which is safety, belonging, food, shelter, all those things.
It's a UBI program. I support it.
Right. So that's hence the UBI. It's universal. Yeah. She'll tell you more.
I'll tell you.
She's in it. All right. Do you want me to send you a link to my video when I put it out?
Oh.
Did I tell you I was recording a?
No, we didn't.
Oh, I didn't say that. Sorry. So I'm recording.
So our craziness is recorded, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I can cut you guys out if you don't want to be on video. Right? It's candid. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I might be
I
banned
try to make
here.
people look good, you know.
I might not be approved for a visa again.
Well,
You voted for that.
well, if Yang gets elected, you'll be on record like hanging out with the Yang Gang. Then you'll, yeah. So, do you want me to send you a link to the video when I put it out? Okay. Just a name and number will work.
Yeah, my brother has a YangGang shirt.
All right. Nina, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have fun in San Diego. Stay dry.
Okay.
Bye.
Where's it go?
Hey, fellas. Can I interrupt for a quick second and give you some cool stickers? Okay. Okay, cool. Well, this guy's running for the American presidency. His hat means "Make America Think Harder." What do you think of that slogan? You don't think it's possible? Oh, okay. All right. Well, take care. Have fun. Yeah. Brother, how you doing, man? I'm already a donor to you guys. Yeah, but I wanted to give you these. Have you seen Andrew Yang before?
I have not.
So I love reaching out to already hustlers because, like, you guys know how to hustle.
Yeah.
This guy's a presidential candidate.
Okay.
You haven't heard his name?
No, I'm not super like politically informed just because it pisses me off so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's, so this guy's different. He's a tech entrepreneur.
okay.
So he's total outside the political typical.
Right.
And his hat means "Make America Think Harder."
Okay.
Yeah. So he's taking on Donald Trump by solving the problems that got Donald Trump elected.
Right.
So he's like, Donald Trump is not the problem; he's the symptom of the problem.
Right.
There's
He perpetuates the problem immensely.
right. He amplifies, but there's a root cause that if
Yeah.
we don't address, even if we get Donald Trump out of there, these economic problems underlying are still there.
Yeah.
So he's all about humanity first,
Okay.
taking like a solutions, problem-solving approach, non-ideological. So he's really elevating America's like critical thinking,
Right.
rationality, and compassion.
Which is needed.
For sure, right? Because and as a technologist, he knows the real problem is that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs.
Yeah.
And all those states that were hit the hardest, those were the swing states that went to Trump.
Yeah.
Because in those communities, like people fell into opiate addiction, suicides went up.
Yeah. It's really rural
yeah.
areas that don't have high levels of education, don't have a lot of funding for,
Right.
for problems.
Right.
Right.
And he's the only technologist out there bringing this conversation.
Okay.
So yeah, check him out. That's right. All right, bro. Yeah, this guy knows. Good to see you. Hey, you want some stickers? Make America Think Harder. Yeah. And one of his big flagship proposals is to give every citizen $1,000 a month. Universal basic income. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, would love to have you guys in the Yang Gang if you guys, look into him though.
Absolutely.
Like every hit one of his interviews is like a TED Talk
Okay.
because he's a true visionary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally,
definitely
and he's got
look into
like boots on the ground because the mainstream media is trying to erase him. Just like Trump said, like
Right.
Trump is, he was right about one thing. There's biased media, and they're all corporate, like real
Oh,
corporate.
it's all corporate, man.
Yeah.
Politicians need to wear like NASCAR suits with patches saying who backs them.
Yeah.
But that way we'd actually know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then lastly, before I let you guys do your hustle, I'm recording a little YouTube
Yeah.
documentary. Is it okay? You guys
Yeah.
okay with being on YouTube? Okay, cool.
Sure.
Do you want me to send you a link to my video
Yeah.
when I put it out? I do. Okay. But let me get your name and number. I'll text you the link to the video.
You can just send me through Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. How long you guys been doing the Save the Children hustle?
I've been in a couple months now.
Okay.
This is my second month.
And is it a job for you guys, or is it something like you guys are passionate about?
I'm passionate about it, but yeah,
Okay.
it's a job for sure.
Awesome.
It's bills.
Yeah. Gets you. Yeah, I love hustling for Yang because like, I was never.
Pay bills.
I was no. Well, I'm a volunteer. Yeah. I could apply, I think, for a job, but I just choose to volunteer. Yeah. So let me get your Instagram, man.
It's nice meeting you, but I gotta jump back at it.
Okay. Yeah.
We got an extra house today. The rain's clearing up for a couple hours, man.
Yeah.
Prime time, right?
Yep. I'm surprised how many people are still out here in the rain.
Yeah, man. I thought San Diego was more whips.
All right, cool.
We toughed it up.
All right,
We come here.
cool. I'm usually here, yeah, at the market.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, bro.
Saturday.
Nice meeting you.
Yep,
Thank you for the good work, guys.
yep. Yeah, it's just going. Yeah, and then I like edit it later.
Bet. How much did I run you?
It's like a $400 camera,
Okay, okay.
three to 400.
Not
It's
bad
not
at
too
all.
bad, yeah.
Yeah, I just got a gimbal for my D3500, my Nikon, and
Mhm.
so it's a big rig, it's an expensive
Yeah,
piece of
yeah.
equipment, but that's something that I could just vlog with would be really cool, and so I like that. I'm looking
This
into
is
that.
good because you just put it up there and you can. It's 360, so
Oh
you don't have to
shit!
point it anywhere.
Holy fuck! What's it
Yeah,
called?
Insta 360.
I bet. All right, thank
Yeah,
you, man.
yeah.
You're out here.
Yeah, man.
There you are.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Finally, one person at least.
All right. Hold on,
Where's
let
the
me
rest
shake
of
your
them?
hand. Yeah, they're coming. Like the rain, like deterred a few. Hey, so you found us on the
And
Facebook
I
group.
was the one person that said I was going to come.
All right.
And there's two people that said they were interested.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my son, Joseph.
Hi, Joseph.
He
How
wants
you
to work
doing?
for Andrew Yang, too.
Awesome. We gotta lower the age to 8, right? Are you 7?
Close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right on. So you got the 360 arm?
Yep.
Right on.
What's your name again?
Chris.
Chris. All right.
What's your name?
Good to meet you. Levin.
Levin. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should. You were going to teach a little bit about canvassing and
Yep.
stuff?
Cold approach canvassing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bold, man.
Yeah. Have you? So how are you with that? Where are you
Oh,
at?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
That's pretty bold. I'd like to learn, though. Is there a
Okay.
place we can sit down, or you want to just stand
Yeah.
up and
Well,
you're
we
like,
could.
Let's just throw you in there, man. Sink or
Yeah.
swim.
I mean, you look like a pretty talkative, like charismatic dude already. So.
I have zero success, though, ever convincing anybody of anything.
Okay.
But I certainly am passionate about things.
Yeah. Yeah, so the way I do it, I recorded a couple like tutorial videos about it on my YouTube channel, and so I guess I'll run you through. It's real simple, and the main thing is I just say, "Hello, can I interrupt for a quick second and give you a sticker?" And then I said, "Have you seen Andrew Yang before? He's running for president." And from there, I'll go, "His mad hat means make America think harder," and just start a conversation like that. I think the main thing is to say hello first, just as if you're just greeting somebody. And then offer these stickers because they're like low impact, low investment on their part, and it's a cool thing.
It's not very big or anything.
Right.
It's just
and it has value in and of it. Even if people don't know this guy, it's still a cool little graphic. It's cute,
that's cool.
right? And these stickers are cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
First.
And then from there, I launch into my pitch. I printed these. They're moving, but people, any cluster of people standing still, I usually go up to.
And so one more time, the pitch again.
So I say,
So Jojo, listen this time. Pay attention.
So it's like, so pretend like you guys are just hanging out. I'm like, yeah. Hey guys, can I interrupt for a quick second and give you a cool sticker? Have you seen Andrew Yang before? He's running for president. Yeah, his math hat means make America think harder, and he's a tech entrepreneur, and he's out to solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected. And his other campaign slogan is about humanity first. Yeah, and that means like to know that right now our economy is getting away from us. It's growing by automating away work and jobs. So even as we make more money, this money is getting stuck at the top into the hands of these big corporations. And so our economy is no longer serving the average person. So humanity first means to refocus all of our energy to redesigning the rules of our society so that they serve people rather than just this corporations or this economy that's like automating without our control. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, and then I launch into yeah. Like once I get you into the flow of things, you can do this in your day-to-day life. I'll give you a whole bunch of stickers.
Sounds good, yeah.
And then here are these other ones. Or here, you can grab these. And then
I'll do these ones, and you can do those ones. Sound good, Jojos? So you practice on your name again. I'm so sorry.
Levin, yeah.
You practice on Levin. What are you gonna say? Imagine he's a random person. What are you
I'm
gonna
just
say?
eating my ice cream right here.
He's eating his ice cream. What are you gonna go to and say? Excuse me, I don't mean to take up too much of your time. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Can I interrupt for a quick second?
Can I interrupt for a quick second? Say that.
Or something that make it easy, like, hey, real quick, can I give you a cool sticker?
Here, real
So
quick.
yeah, that's easier. You make it simple.
So you gotta speak up though. You gotta look at him in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
eyes. Okay, you gotta look at him in the eyes. Speak up. Say, real quick, can I just give you a quick sticker? Here, watch me do it. Ready? Real quick, can I give you a quick sticker?
Yeah,
It's Andrew Yang. He's running for
cool.
president. He has an acronym on his hat that says "Make America Think Harder." And then
That's
should I
cool.
follow it up with a question?
Yeah. Or you can kind of gauge where they're at. Yeah. Or sometimes I say, from there, I go, can I give you a quick 20-second intro to who he is?
Okay.
Yeah, and then I launch into that. Yeah.
And then what should I like try to engage them, or should I try to make it simple and then move on?
I would engage,
You would
like
engage?
gauge what how they're receiving it, and then like once you ask them for the 20 seconds, then give them your best intro for a gang, and
Okay.
then try to spur some
Let me
interest.
see if I can work
Yeah.
on that. You can watch me on my intro, okay? So what?
You say I give this thing.
Okay, sounds good. So what do we know? You tell me so far what we know about Andrew Yang. What do we know about Andrew Yang so far? You know? Why do you like him? Why do you want to vote for him?
Yeah. So like two main things is real quick, like because you are interrupting them and you want to acknowledge you're interrupting them, and you're not going to take up too much of their time. So just there's two words, real quick, that gets that point across. And once you have their attention, can I give you a cool sticker? And then this math hat means make America think harder. And then once you have that initial like conversation going, I would ask, can I give you a 20-second intro to who he is? And then that comes the good part, like all the sweet, like all the
So what do you like to say in the
stuff.
20 seconds then?
Just like whatever is on my mind at the moment. I may not. Those people, I don't. No, I don't think I thought we could go talk to them. Yeah, you want to do a practice run
You
on?
do first.
You want me to go first? Okay, yeah, yeah. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. Just real quick, I want to give you some cool stickers. Is that okay?
Oh
You guys know about Andrew Yang? You do? All right. Yeah. This is Joseph. Yeah, we're out with the San Diego YangGang spreading the word. So do you guys know what his acronym stand for? The math acronym? Okay, so you're already. How do you feel? How do you feel about this guy so far? Yeah. Can I give you my 20-second intro?
yeah.
And let me know like how that lands with you. Has she been talking about him nonstop? Or anything?
No.
Not yet. Okay, well I'll do that. All right, so like the reason I've been volunteering for this guy is because I am a technologist. I used to work for Amazon Robotics, and then I went into like more of the spiritual development route.
Just meet him, bro.
Yeah. So I see him as the first ever technologist, humanist candidate to ever run. And as a technologist, he knows that Donald Trump got elected because we automated AI and automation automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in the swing states. Yeah, those states that were hit the hardest were the ones that went to Donald Trump. And in those states, opiate addictions went up, depression went up. People just fell into poverty. And he says when people are struggling for economic well-being, when they're scraping for their next meal or their next month's rent, the IQ literally drops by 13 points. They become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric. So when Trump came along and said, it was the immigrants, people started believing him. So Andrew Yang is able to see past like the surface level symptoms of our issues. He says Donald Trump is not the problem; he's the symptom of the problem. And there's a deeper problem underneath that needs to be solved, which is that artificial intelligence technology has been automating away jobs, and it's going to pick up in the next 10, 15 years. We're gonna lose about 40 to 50 million jobs in the economy, or like about 30% of all jobs are repetitive and self-driving cars and trucks, self-checkout at every grocery store, automated call center work. Um, so as we are going, if we don't do anything right now, all the gains in the economy is being sucked up by the big companies. So even while our GDP grows and looks great, we're losing the middle class. People are being pushed into joblessness, while the corporations get all the benefit, and they shuffle their money around foreign entities and don't pay any taxes. So one of his flagship proposals is, well, humanity first is his other campaign slogan. And one of the proposals is what's called human-centered capitalism. So he wants to start measuring things like health outcomes and education attainment, career satisfaction, and start tying those things to economic incentives. And then he also has something called a freedom dividend, which is $1,000 a month to every American citizen over the age of 18. It's a universal basic income that has been talked about by like futurists, technologists, economists. Like Martin Luther King called it a guaranteed basic income. Obama talked about it. Elon Musk came out to endorse Andrew Yang because of that. And I myself, I'm a former Amazon robotics employee. So a lot of the technologists, like, because we see what's happening, and we know that this is going to be something that's going to be needed. So yeah, yeah, check him out. He's also like really entertaining because every one of his talks is like a TED talk. It's like not at all politics like as usual. And this is my first time ever like being politically active because I never saw somebody who was worth my time before. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to say about it? What do you like about Andrew Yang, JoJo's?
Yeah.
Remember when the different YouTubers, like the Republicans on the right, when they interview him and they ask him questions, what's the thing that you remember saying? He always has an answer for him. He always has an
Yeah.
answer, and he's really good. People on the right like him, so it's he's really somebody that I think a lot of people can get behind. So
Yeah.
I think just a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah. And you really like when you look at the mainstream media, it's very like headlines and slogans. I mean, this guy's got great slogans, but when you really look deep, you see like he's been in the social entrepreneurship for all his life, and he wrote 2 books on how AI and technology intersect with society. So yeah. Cool. And then lastly, I'm actually recording a little documentary about the YangGang and Humanity First. Are you guys okay with being in my YouTube video? Okay. Would you?
Right now.
Yeah, on my little parakeet cam. Yeah. Uh huh. Okay. How about I totally can. Yeah. Yeah, I will do that if you do. Yeah. Would you like me to send you a link to the video once I put it out? Okay. Yeah, I'll get somebody's name and number and I'll text you guys. Or whoever wants the link. Cool. Okay. Do you work for a local politician? Okay. Yeah, recently as part of the Yang, I started meeting a lot of local politicians too. And Isaac Wang, City Council. Yeah. Yeah, he and I have been geeking out on like urban design. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, he's still running. I don't know the details. I was just like helping him canvas a couple times. But he showed me this.
Say, hold on,
This like
Yeah, I was like, I
you
always
see
think
that?
about that when like I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Like this is the artist rendition of what we're doing to our cities. And yeah, we like geek out on urban design, how to like I want every neighborhood in San Diego to be like Little Italy. Like walkable markets everywhere. It's like yeah. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, we might as well hang out here because, or is it? Yeah, I think it's good. We'll walk. Peace. Yeah.
great, man.
Yeah.
Very, very
How about you talk to these people by the lamppost? You got your stickers?
There he is. All right, you got my back?
Yeah, I got you back. Let's come this way. Like I like to like face the whole group so they can see. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Can I interrupt for a quick second and give you some stickers? Have you heard of Andrew Yang? He's a presidential candidate, and his hat means "Make America Think Harder." You heard of this guy? Would you like a sticker?
Is that the guy that does the crowd surfing?
Yeah, yeah. I took the video of him crowd surfing.
Nah,
I was there at the
that guy
rally.
is-
Yeah. Yep. He's crazy.
he is crazy.
Hi.
Oh, my brother's gonna be really jealous.
Yeah, these are
My brother, I need to get
You want a few?
for my car.
How many do you want? I have a lot, so
No, I just want like one more.
just another set.
Yeah,
Okay.
just one of these.
You could like
Yeah.
make your brother buy them off you.
Yeah, no. No, he's actually, I think he's probably the best candidate, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean he's a long shot, but I think as far as we can elevate him, the more his message can get out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, he's also not a zero sum guy. He's like even if he doesn't win, he's totally willing to cooperate and like collaborate, and that's what his movement's all about. Humanity first. It's like he's to recognize we've been like in scarcity mentality, the zero sum Cold War kind of mentality where winner takes all, and that's not really how reality works. Like as far as you can collaborate, and even if he doesn't win, his message is already changing the landscape.
Well, I vote for him every time on the Drudge poll. I always hit the Yang.
Nice. Yeah.
Because,
are you gonna vote for him in the primaries?
Who else is left?
We got Biden, Warren, Sanders, and Buttigieg.
I think yes.
And then Yang. He's in fifth place now.
Because, Biden, really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a joke. Sanders, Pocahontas, what they call her. She'll never make it. She's got that baggage of Native. She'll never get over that baggage.
So here's the thing. I
think maybe Yang has a better chance, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because you know what's going to happen,
right?
Yes. I was going to ask you. Okay. I'll totally edit you out. Yeah.
I didn't know it was being videoed.
Yeah, Lauren, you don't want to
No, he does. I think he has a better chance now.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys don't want to be in, I'm recording a documentary, so.
Yeah, we don't want to be in the video.
Okay. I'll cut you guys out.
I just thought it was a cool thing you were on your back.
Yeah. So it's a humanity first little documentary I'm filming. So, but totally, I always get people's permission. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, you can put me in as long as I'm
Okay.
right there in front screen.
Okay. Well, is it? Oh yeah, I'll definitely make sure your image is not. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
No, I'm cool. But
All right.
No, that's the stickers. Yeah, I think we'll probably do the Yang.
Yeah, check him out because I get that. The only thing that's hard for him is the nomination. If he gets the nomination, he will beat Trump already because he's already pulling over 10% of Trump voters.
Biden, he's already won, and he doesn't have to prove himself.
Yeah.
He just, I don't even understand how he just automatically wins. I just don't get it, really.
He won't win. He won't win. I think he will pull out actually. I think he's aware. He's holding what I think he's holding. He's making it like a self-sacrifice in his old age, to kind of hold the pole of like straight up old school dignity and stuff. And I think.
And Bluebird popped in, but he won't go anywhere. Nobody likes him.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I guess the Yang is.
He's 44. He's got a lot of leg.
He's definitely the smartest guy in the pack. Absolutely. He has some good ideas, but you never know, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you. Yep. Have a good one. How about we chat with those ladies over there? Would you like to lead? All right.
YangGang?
Yes. Oh, hey. What's your name again?
John.
John. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Chris.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. We're about to. No. So shadow us. We're about to talk to some people. Cool. And we'll chat in a little bit.
The math stands for Make America Think Hard.
Yeah.
So, how are you doing?
I'm great. Yeah.
As big as I am.
You're so
Yeah,
nervous.
yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You want to show them how to do it?
My brain just blanks out.
Here. Show them how to do it.
You gonna be bigger than your daddy? Want to grab up some stickers?
Yeah. How are you doing? Are you good with it? Do you know how to do it already?
Yeah, you walk up and say, hey, you know who Andrew Yang is? Here, have a sticker. Look him up, right?
It's so hard. It's so hard for me.
Just say
It's so easy for me.
say real quick. Can I give you some cool stickers?
Want to say all that? Go ahead, you do. This guy's great.
Yeah, just walk up and say hey. You don't have to use more stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So what I would do is, hello. Can I interrupt for just a quick second and give you a cool sticker?
Yeah.
You really think about my kids. It's not, I don't.
That's fine. Hey guys, can I give you a cool sticker real quick? Have you seen Andrew Yang before? This is he's running for president.
I know who he is.
All right. Yeah.
Actually, I don't need a sticker right now.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Did you know his hat means "Make America Think Harder"? And then his other campaign slogan is "Humanity First."
So what's your
We're part of the San Diego YangGang, trying to spread the word. A bunch of volunteers. All right. Yeah. What do you think of this guy so far? Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
not going to happen this year, but
Yeah. Like the further we could propel his message, I think the better. So, would you like to hear my 20-second spiel about the guy?
I've listened to him on Joe Rogan.
Nice. Did you guys hear the Joe Rogan podcast? Okay. Yeah, that's the one that converted me and my parents. My parents were Trump voters, and now they're like, a lot of people are coming over from the former Trump camp, registering as Democrat just to get this guy, just to back this guy. So he's really unifying the nation so far.
Terrible idea.
So yeah, like sometimes what I do is like with every interaction we can debug it a little bit to see.
Yeah, should we put
Yeah.
stickers on? Yeah,
I don't think so, because I mean we're not supposed to. It's like vandalism. I guess to have people have them in their hands is cooler. Excuse me, guys. Can I give you a cool sticker real quick? Have you seen Andrew Yang before? Do you know about Andrew Yang? He's a presidential candidate. We're going to have our first technologist president. Yeah. Standing groups I like. Walking groups are the most difficult.
Yeah, because they're like, they have to get somewhere.
Well, so there's a couple of dynamics for walking groups, right? Yeah, first they have momentum, they're getting somewhere, and so when you interrupt, you have to do it like very light. You want to be like a light breeze, but you also want to get their attention. So usually, if this guy's walking towards me, I would say hi like here before he gets to me. So I'll be like, hey, what's up? And then once we have eye contact, it's like, can I give you a cool sticker? This is Andrew Yang, our possible next president. And then if they walk by, I just let them float by. But sometimes, like maybe like 60% of the time, they'll stop and have a conversation. Yeah.
You need to get some hats.
Yeah, but you want to be kind of loud enough for them to hear, and you want to be very.
But don't be intrusive.
Yeah, you want to come with a lot of class, like, hello, what's up, or like, you know.
Yeah, something like that.
How are you guys feeling?
I'm going to try to walk down this area and just kind of feel it out, and
Okay.
then we'll come back around.
All right.
Let's see.
Yeah. I'm gonna run down to my car and grab more stickers, and I'll see you guys. I'll probably stay around this area, so make a loop, and then we'll regroup and kind of chit chat if you want to talk about any learnings or
He's
whatever.
doing another event, you said.
All right. Yeah, can I interrupt for a quick second and give you some cool stickers? Have you seen Andrew Yang before?
No, thank you.
Do you know about Andrew Yang, the presidential candidate?
No.
Okay. Have
But
you?
we're
Okay.
from Germany, so we're not in
Oh,
your
word.
market. Thank you so much.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Would you guys like some cool stickers for Andrew Yang?
Sure.
Have you seen Andrew Yang running for president out there? Cool. Do you know what his math hat stands for? It means make America think harder. Yeah. You like that slogan, huh?
Yeah.
What about this one? This is his other campaign slogan. Yeah. So yeah, would you like to hear my 20-second intro to who he is?
Go for it. We're gonna
Yeah.
be looking this up, but we'll do this.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So he's the first ever technologist, tech entrepreneur to run for the presidency, and he's out to solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected. He says Trump is not the problem; he's only the symptom of the problem. And the real problem is that artificial intelligence, for the past 10 years, already eliminated 4 million manufacturing jobs because of robotics and AI. And in those communities that were decimated, those are the swing states that went to Donald Trump. So, so and his whole humanity first movement is about reprogram the economy to work for people. Because right now our economy is kind of like a automatic machine, and it's being more and more automated by artificial intelligence, self-driving cars and trucks. So we're about to lose 40 to 50 million jobs in the economy, which is 30% of all jobs in the American economy over the next 15 years. And he's the only one out there talking about it. Yeah. So have you looked into him at all? Not yet.
I mean, I just know he is. I mean, I see his ad.
Cool. Yeah, if you're curious, I see us as like humanity. We're evolving, and we're getting to a point where we have to start collaborating because we're actually so powerful as a species. If we continue to fight each other, compete instead of collaborate, we're going to destroy the whole planet. That's kind of what's already been happening. We have to pull together really fast. And this guy, he's pulling over Republicans, Democrats, all kinds of people, left and right. So I think he can do that for the whole planet too.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get going.
check it out.
Thank
Good talking to you. Yeah. Are you guys okay with being on YouTube, by the way?
That's cool.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Hey guys, can I interrupt for just a quick second and give you some stickers? This is Andrew Yang. He's a presidential candidate. Have you seen him?
Yes.
Nice. Do you know what his math hat stands for?
No.
It means make America think harder. Yeah, it's a pretty cool slogan, right? You guys want some stickers too? You guys are good at these umbrellas. Yeah. And his other campaign hashtag is humanity first. Um, yeah. And it's a very unifying message.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Would you guys like to hear my 20-second intro to who he is? I've been honing this pitch, right? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, thank you. So he's the first ever technologist, tech entrepreneur to run for the presidency. And as a technologist and a humanist, he knows that Donald Trump is not the problem. He's only the symptom of the problem. There's a real problem underneath it, which is that artificial intelligence and technology has automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs. And those states that were hit the hardest were the swing states that went to Donald Trump. And that was the past 10 years. Now, in the next 15 years, we're going to lose more, about 30 to 50 million jobs in the economy, about 30% of all jobs. And he's the only one out there talking about that. So he wrote 2 books about how AI will transform society and has already been transforming society. And he spent 7 years as a social entrepreneur creating jobs in the Midwest with startup companies. So his nonprofit was called Venture for America, and he was trying to fight the brain drain that went straight from Ivy League schools to Wall Street and to Silicon Valley. He wanted to encourage the brightest minds of America to work in the communities that need it the most. So in the Midwest, like Minneapolis, like Detroit, Columbus. And as he was creating jobs, though, he realized that for every 1,000 jobs he would create, the economy was going to lose 10,000, 50,000 jobs. And so that's why he decided to run for the presidency. Yeah. And every one of his interviews is like a TED talk, and because he's a true visionary, true technologist. So if you just look at the headlines and what mainstream media reports, I mean, he does well, but that's not his best platform. Most people I get who read his book become like me. They start volunteering, they start donating. This is my first year ever like being politically active. I've never volunteered for anything else. But when I found this guy, I saw him on the Joe Rogan podcast. And that was what really turned me on because I'm a technologist myself. I used to work for Amazon Robotics. Yeah, so we were working on robotics that automated warehouse processes. And it was really, I mean, technology is really cool, but the only thing is we have to, as we make technological advancements, you have to make sure that that benefits everybody and not just the big companies. Yeah. So that's what his movement's all about.
I'll have to check that out. I
Yeah.
definitely will.
Thanks for listening. Yeah. And then lastly, I'm actually recording a little documentary on my little camera up here. And it's a YouTube channel, and I'm documenting this Humanity First movement. Are you guys okay with being on YouTube? Okay. Cool. Would you guys like me to send you a link to it?
That'd be cool. Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I'll get your name and number, and I'll text you the link. Sound good? Yeah, it's an exciting time for humanity.
So you want me to put my number?
Yeah, or anything. Email works too if that's what you prefer. Where'd you guys get these umbrellas? Europe. They look cool. Yeah.
I don't follow brands like
You guys from Europe?
No. We just requested last year.
Okay.
There you go.
Like this.
All right. Cool, Mike. Good to meet you guys.
Good to meet you too.
Thanks for listening.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Peace. Hey, can I interrupt for a quick second and give you some stickers? Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential candidacy? You don't? Okay. This man's running for president, and his math hat means "Make America Think Harder." And he's a tech entrepreneur, and he's out to solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected. And because he's speaking to the population that was disaffected and that Donald Trump spoke to, he's actually pulling over 10% of former Trump voters. My parents voted for Trump, and now they are YangGang. And so yeah, he's really starting to unite the country with his message. So you haven't heard, huh? Okay.
But that's not
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my thing until I saw him, for sure. Yeah. 30% of his supporters have never voted before and feel just like you. I felt just like you until I found out about this guy on the Joe Rogan podcast. You guys watch Joe Rogan? No? Okay. What do you think of this slogan? It's all right? Did you like it? Okay. Cool. Yep. Have fun. What's up, guys? Can I give you a cool sticker real quick? You guys know about Andrew Yang?
Okay. Yeah, we're okay. Thank you.
All right. Do you guys know about Andrew Yang's presidential run? You've seen him on TV with these math hats. So this means "Make America Think Harder." And this guy's out to solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected. Okay. Yeah, just trying to spread some names. All right. Yeah, peace.
I thought it was fine.
Hey guys, can I give you guys a cool sticker real quick? You guys know about Andrew Yang and his presidential campaign?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. Do you know what his hat stands for? It's an acronym.
No.
It means "Make America Think Harder."
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, and then this is his other campaign slogan: "Humanity First." He's got the best slogan, so
Thank you.
I think we should elect our politicians by slogan.
I mean, we would have some pretty interesting politicians.
It draws you in, right? It draws you in, but then you got to look deeper. Yeah. Have you guys gotten these Andrew Yang stickers yet? Would you like one?
There you go.
You guys know him?
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Do you know what his the math hat stands for? It's an acronym.
Shoot, I forgot it.
Make America Think Harder.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool that you guys have already heard. And this is his other campaign slogan. It's "Humanity First." He's going to be our first technologist, humanist president to run. Yeah. And he's out to solve the problems that got Trump elected. He's like, Trump's not the problem. He's only the symptom of the problem. And the real problem is that AI has been automating away working class jobs. And people under economic distress, their IQ literally drops by 13 points because they can't think about anything else. They're more prone to tribalistic rhetoric. So when Donald Trump came around and blamed the immigrants, people started believing him. But it's really automation that's taking American jobs. In the next 15 years, we're going to lose about 40 million jobs, which is 30% of all jobs in the economy. And right now, like, our GDP is growing, but it's growing by automating and eliminating people from the processes. And right now, all the value gets sucked at the top like hot air into the hands of these big corporations who don't pay any taxes. So have you heard of his plan to give every citizen $1,000 a month? The universal basic income.
Popular.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing that like is really getting a lot of press. But this guy's actually really deep. He wrote 2 books on how AI transforms society. He spent his 7-year career creating startups in the Midwest, fighting the brain drain that went straight from Ivy League to Silicon Valley or Wall Street. He wanted to keep some of America's talent in the Midwest where they needed the most. And then he saw that, as he was creating jobs, every 1,000 jobs he creates, we would lose 10,000, 50,000 in the overall economy. So that's when he started to run for president. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for your time.
Yeah. Thanks. Enjoy the rain. Yep. Would you like an Andrew Yang sticker? Do you know about Yang?
Yeah, I love the Yang, man.
You know what the math stands for? Make America Think Harder? All right. Would you like an Andrew Yang sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang's presidential candidacy?
Yeah, good.
All right. Did you know his math hat means Make America Think Harder? Yeah. Check it out. It's going to be collectible real soon. This is the other campaign slogan, too. Humanity first.
Thank you. Thank
What do you think of this one?
I'm going to stick with the face one.
Hello. Have you guys gotten these Andrew Yang stickers yet? Do you know about Yang? You're YangGang? Not yet? Have you gotten an Andrew Yang sticker?
Oh, thank you.
All right. What's up, guys? Have you gotten an Andrew Yang sticker yet?
No.
You know his math hat means Make America Think Harder. He's running against Donald Trump. Yeah, check it out. Hey guys, can I interrupt for just a second? Have you gotten these Andrew Yang stickers yet?
No.
Do you know about Andrew Yang? He's a presidential candidate.
Oh, no, I have not heard of it.
Oh, his math hat means Make America Think Harder.
Oh, okay.
And he's out to solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected. He said Trump is not the problem, he's the symptom of the problem. Yeah, he's like the sneeze, right? And then there's a deeper root cause, which is economic distress.
And he's running for
President.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna take the stage with his message of humanity first. And he's a technologist, a tech entrepreneur. So he knows that artificial intelligence and AI is going to eliminate 50 million jobs in the next 15 years. That's 30% of all jobs in the economy.
Okay, we'll check him out. Thanks.
Check him out. YouTube is a great place to find out.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But appreciate you guys. Have fun.
Have a good
Yeah.
one.
Oh, lastly, are you guys okay? I'm filming a little documentary.
Oh, no.
You don't want to be on my YouTube channel? Okay, I'll cut you out.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll cut you out. If you're camera shy, yeah. I'll just leave this whole clip out. I just want to spread the word and document like.
Can you put an emoji face?
I might do that. But I have enough footage. Yeah. It's just to document our whole movement. So. All right. Peace. Yep. Yeah. Has the YangGang talked to you yet?
No, dude, shut up. I didn't realize that you guys were dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'm all about the Democratic Party, just period. Just want to get that motherfucker out.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I'm gonna take a call. I'll chat with you in a second. Yeah.
It's been going well. I walked up to someone like, hey, want a sticker? They're like, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Cool. How about you shadow me for a couple times and then I'll shadow you, because that way we can trade tactics. Hey, have you guys gotten these Andrew Yang stickers yet?
I'm good, man.
All right. Do you know about Yang though? Word.
Have a nice night.
Excuse me, may I interrupt just a quick second and give you some stickers? This is Andrew Yang. He's a presidential candidate. Have you seen him?
Oh, yeah. I was listening to an interview of his the
All
other
right.
day. I'm good, man. Thanks.
Okay, would you guys like some stickers? Is that okay if I
You
hand?
shouldn't have stickers.
Yeah. Did you know what his math hat stands for? It's an acronym.
He said it in the interview.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. It stands for Make America Think Harder.
Yeah. And this is his other campaign slogan. Would you like to hear my 20-second pitch for who he is? I've been honing this pitch.
Sure, let's hear your pitch.
All right. So this is his other campaign slogan, and he's the first ever technologist, humanist presidential candidate. And as a technologist, he's out to solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected. He says Donald Trump's not the problem, he's a symptom of the problem. The real problem is that artificial intelligence and technology has been decimating American jobs. And over the past 10 years, we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in those swing states that went to Donald Trump. So he points out, as a data math and numbers guy, he's able to see how statistics translate to what's happening on the ground. So he's like, when people are under economic distress, scraping for their next month's rent or meal, their IQ literally drops by 13 points. They become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric. So when Trump came along and blamed the immigrants, people started believing him. So the real problem is not Trump himself, but the economic distress that's being caused by this fourth industrial revolution we're in, where technology is about to automate 50 million more jobs over the next 15 years. 30% of all jobs is going to go away in a short span of 15 years. And nobody's else is talking about it other than Andrew Yang. He brought that conversation. Now there's a lot of awareness. So my passion, the reason I started volunteering, I heard his interview on Joe Rogan podcast back in March. And immediately I was like, this is stuff I've been thinking about, because I used to work for Amazon Robotics. And so I've been a technologist and a futurist for a very long time. And I see this coming where, humanity, we're evolving our capabilities so much. We have so much abundance. The only thing is it's not being distributed right. As our GDP grows, we're growing it by eliminating middle-class jobs. So people are being left behind. So the whole idea behind Humanity First is he has a policy called human-centered capitalism. So he wants to start measuring things that actually matter to us beyond GDP, like health outcomes, education outcomes, mental well-being, career satisfaction, all those things that actually matter to people, and start tying economic incentives to those metrics.
He wants to give power to jobs that the market wouldn't ordinarily see as worthwhile, like being a mother or being a caretaker, things of that nature.
Yeah.
The market labels that as $0 and therefore unimportant, but we know that's not true. Being a mother or a father is one of the most important things you can do, and we need to make sure that everybody knows that and it's on the same scale as working at Amazon or things of that nature.
Yeah. And his flagship proposal is a universal basic income. And it's something, have you heard of this policy before? Okay. So he wants to give every American citizen $1,000 every month from 18 till they die. So it gives them a firm footing, a floor that which they can't fall below. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. What are your thoughts?
No, I've been intrigued by some of what he says. I'm glad he's in there. So.
Did I give you some of these stickers? All right, cool.
All right. Thanks,
All right. Thanks for listening.
Have a nice day, man.
You like that?
Remember a speech like that.
Well, it wasn't good enough, and it just comes out.
It begins to come naturally.
Yeah. Oh, sir, I forgot to ask you. I'm recording a little YouTube documentary about our movement.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay with being on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. Would you like me to send you a link to it when I put it out?
That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, appreciate you. All right. Hello. Can I give you a cool sticker? You like stickers? This is a presidential candidate. A true-to-life portrait or cartoon version of his name's Andrew Yang. Would you like an Andrew Yang sticker? Okay. Do you know about this guy? You've heard of him running for president?
We're not Americans.
Ah, okay.
So
Where are you from?
we didn't count on that.
Nice. Yeah, he's talking about stuff that's global, automation, how automation is going to eliminate 30% of all jobs. Yeah. Yeah. So funny thing, his math hat stands for Make America Think Harder.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure Canadians would benefit if Americans thought harder too.
Yeah, right.
We're kind of big polluters and,
Oh, yeah, well, that comes with progress sometimes.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Did you get these stickers yet?
What?
Have you gotten one of these Andrew Yang stickers?
I did not.
Okay, here you go. They're collectible. Do you know Andrew Yang?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what his hat stands for? It's an acronym. other than a positive stereotype play, but it also means make America think harder.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it sing yet.
Okay.
I'm like not that good.
Would you like to hear my 20-second pitch for the guy?
I'm gonna say I'm okay.
Cool.
I did
How do you
watch
like this?
like Ryan Higa podcast. With
Oh
him,
yes,
and
that was a
great.
good one. Yeah.
People introduced him. You know Ryan Higa?
Yeah, I love him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I was a kid.
Word.
Where?
Word. I said word.
Oh. Online.
Online. Yeah. Well, he's from LA, isn't he?
Right?
Yeah.
He's originally from Hawaii. I think.
Oh, okay.
He's Hawaiian, and then he lived in Vegas.
Mhm.
And he lived in LA for a while.
Cool.
Remember his How to Ninja video? That's
Yeah.
the first video I saw. It was really funny.
That was the first
And then
video
the
I
sequel
saw.
they made a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember that one. It's just like the production's so much better.
It's
Great.
but it's still funny.
It
He's
is.
one of the last original YouTubers at that time.
I like watching, like, I don't know if you still watch him, but he doesn't like just make these like fake production videos. He does like he makes videos with playing games
His
with
content
friends.
hasn't changed.
Yeah.
He makes the same kind of content he's always made.
Yeah, and he talks about it.
Yeah, it's really
I love
good.
him for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a good one. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry. Did you guys like a cool sticker? YangGang? You know about YangGang?
Yeah, this is Rogan.
Oh, nice. We were just talking to somebody about the Ryan Higa podcast.
Oh,
Higa.
I didn't know what that was.
This is the other campaign story. Humanity First.
Cool.
Do you know what MAP stands for? It's actually an acronym. Make America think harder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear my 20-second pitch for the guy?
Sure.
So he's going to be our first, he's the first ever true technologist and humanist to run for the presidency. And he's out to solve the problems that got Trump elected. He says that Trump's not the problem, he's a symptom of the problem. The real problem, he's a technologist, so you know the real problem is how artificial intelligence and technology has been automating away American jobs. Over the past 10 years, we eliminated 4 million manufacturing jobs. And all those states that were hit the hardest were the swing states that went to Donald Trump. So he says that when people are under economic distress, their IQ literally drops by 13 points because they can't think about anything else other than their next meal or their next month's rent. They become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric. So when Trump came along and said, you know, it's the immigrants, people started believing it. But the real problem is that artificial intelligence is evolving society. In the next 15 years, we're going to eliminate 50 million jobs, which is about 30% of all jobs in the economy. And he's the only one out there talking about it. Human-centered capitalism is one of his big things. It's to start measuring things other than GDP, because things that actually matter. Because as GDP goes up, we also have sky-high depression, suicide rates. Our life expectancy overall has been dropping for the last 3 years. So if we're measuring GDP, we don't have a good metric of how we're
not doing well.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So, thank you.
Well, look him up. Look at his ideas. He has a lot of good ideas. Have a nice day.
Did you guys get an YangGang sticker yet? Did you get a Yang sticker?
Oh, sure.
Do you know what his math hat means?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very familiar.
Awesome. Hello, can I give you a cool sticker?
Oh,
Have you seen Andrew Yang? He's a presidential candidate.
Oh, yes.
Did you know what his math hat means?
No.
Make America think harder. There you go. Yeah, it might be collectible real soon.
Okay, cool.
He's the first ever technologist, humanist president.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Would you like to hear my 20-second spiel? I've been honing this pitch. Would you
All right.
So this is his other slogan: humanity first. And as a humanist, he knows that Donald Trump is not the problem, but Donald Trump is the symptom of the problem. The real problem is that artificial intelligence and technology has been decimating American jobs. We've automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in the past 10 years, exactly in the states that flipped to Donald Trump. So Andrew Yang says that when people are under economic distress, their IQ literally drops by 13 points. They become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric because they're just trying to get by. The stress of survival is a really hard one on people. So yeah, he's able to see underneath the surface level symptoms and get to the root cause of things. And his policy is about human-centered capitalism, which is to start measuring things that actually matter to us. Because as GDP goes up, It goes up because we're automating jobs in the economy. So even as we're producing more, we're losing more and more jobs. So if that's all we're measuring, then we don't have a good pulse on how we're doing. So he wants to start measuring things like educational outcomes, health outcomes, career satisfaction, upward mobility, all those things, clean air and water, all those things that actually matter to people. And start tying those things to economic incentives so that companies are encouraged to do the right thing.
Okay,
And he also, do you know about his freedom dividend, the universal basic income?
No, that's what I'm for too.
Okay, cool, yeah. So that's a big
He gave some of his own money away, didn't he? Doing
yeah,
that?
his campaign money. Yeah. He gave away $120,000 to 10 families to pilot the freedom dividend. Yeah.
I think that's cool. That's what's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on board.
Cool. Appreciate you.
Sure, you too. Thank you.
Did you guys get these stickers yet? Do you guys know? Huh?
You don't have a bag or anything?
Oh yeah. Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential campaign?
Oh,
The hat? Do you know what the hat stands for? It's Make America Think Harder. Yeah. He's the first ever technologist humanist to run for the president. Yeah. Have you seen Andrew Yang? He's the presidential candidate. So I notice like when there's a train of people, and if one person says no, the rest will all
Yeah,
say
they're back now.
So you gotta like turn away and then come back.
Yeah, 'cause if they say yes, everyone will turn against them and kill them immediately.
Yeah, something like that. Would you guys like a cool Andrew Yang sticker?
Yeah.
Oh, you already have one? Alright, sweet.
Wait, I already got one. I already did the interview.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we read his book too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, his book is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I campaigned
This is my first time out,
Oh, yeah?
you know, being politically active. Just because, you know, this is the first guy that resonated with what I've been thinking
This is the
about.
first time I've actually gone out campaigning for someone.
I like him. I do like him.
30% of his supporters have never voted before.
Really?
He's good at mobilizing people who have never been
Yeah,
mobilized.
well, he's sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his book is great if you've read his book.
Yep. I'm like halfway through.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, but I do think.
You know, Elizabeth Warren's reading his book. Have you guys gotten some Andrew Yang stickers?
Like one?
You guys know about Andrew Yang? Yeah, nice. You know what his math hat stands for? You know what the math stands for? Make America Think Harder.
I like it.
Nice. Hey, would you guys like a Andrew Yang sticker? You know about Andrew Yang? Alright. Can I give you guys a cool sticker? You guys have you heard of Andrew Yang? He's running for president. That stands for Make America Think Harder. And he said Donald Trump's not the problem, he's a symptom of the problem. And this is the first ever technologist to run for the presidency. So he knows how artificial intelligence has been automating away jobs. And that's actually why Donald Trump was elected, because we eliminated 4 million manufacturing jobs.
Yeah, people in Michigan and
Excuse me, would you like that sticker real quick? You know about Andrew Yang, the presidential candidate?
Would you like a sticker?
Do you know about Andrew Yang? Yeah. Do you know what his math hat stands for? Make America Think Harder. Yeah. And his other slogan is humanity first. So, yeah.
He's still in the race?
He's in the race. He's climbing. He's in 5th place now.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he came from 20th place to 5th place in about 3 months. So
Yeah,
he's
half
about
of
to
them
steal the
dropped
race.
out, so
Huh?
half of them dropped out, and yeah, but I did like his plan to make tax day a holiday. That's my birthday, so I'm definitely
Oh, nice.
for that. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, man.
Yeah, all right, appreciate it.
Have a good one. Hey guys, can we give you some cool stickers? Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential campaign?
I've actually talked to you before.
Oh, just right now. Wait, when?
About 3 weeks ago.
Oh, right here? All right.
Yep.
That's me. Yeah. Have you looked into the guy further?
Just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still at it.
Okay.
We're growing. A lot of people recognize me now. So. What, do you remember what I said? Was it good or was it bad? Because I've been like honing my pitch. You know?
I think it was fine.
Okay. All right. Would you like to hear my new pitch?
Probably
Bye. Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential campaign?
I do actually.
Do you know what his MAPAT stands for? It's an acronym for Make America Think Harder.
I like it. Thank you so much.
Yep. He's the first technologist president. And we need that for the AI wars coming up.
Going well. I'm down my half sticker.
Dude, you're a monster at this. That's awesome. I'm going to give you a bunch of stickers so you never run out. Okay?
Because I want to get things like business cards. I can't afford it.
Yeah. I got you covered, man.
I give everybody a sticker for a business card. Do you have business cards?
I have some. Yeah.
Right,
but not a lot. I gotta print more. I got some really good business cards that are designed really well. I gotta reprint.
Alright, see ya. I've got.
Hey guys. Do you know about Andrew Yang? You know about Andrew Yang's presidential campaign? We have a Asian American running for the president this year, and he's pulling into 5th place from 20th place in the past 3 months. So we might actually get an Asian American president in 2020. His name's Andrew Yang. His hat means "Make America Think Harder."
Okay.
And yeah, he's got the best slogans. So he's got "Make America Think Harder" and then "Humanity First," which is another cool, very unifying message. Like some cool stickers. This is "Humanity First." Yeah.
Thank you. Do you happen to know where the tree is here?
I think it's up that way.
Okay. We're trying to find.
I'm not sure though. I'm not certain.
Oh no, he's popping.
Here it goes again.
Oh no, that's not good. Here,
oh man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, check him out. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast, Ryan Higa, the Higa podcast. Okay. He's a true intellectual. He wrote 2 books about how artificial intelligence is transforming society. And he says, Donald Trump is not the problem. Donald Trump is the symptom of the problem. And the real problem is that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs. And the job losses hit hardest the swing states that went to Donald Trump. So technology is growing the economy, but people are getting left behind. So that's what he's out to solve.
Thank
you. Check it out. Thank you. Hey, can I give you guys a cool Andrew Yang sticker? You know about Andrew Yang? So his hat, he's running for the presidency, and his hat means "Make America Think Harder."
Okay.
Yeah, he's the first ever technologist to run, tech entrepreneur to run for the presidency.
Okay.
Yeah, he says Donald Trump is not the problem. Donald Trump is a symptom of the problem. The real problem is that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs, and mostly in the swing states that went to Donald Trump. Because people under economic distress, their IQ drops by 13 points. They become more susceptible to the tribalistic rhetoric. So when Trump came along and said it's the immigrants, people believe him. But the real problem is artificial intelligence is more responsible for job losses than immigration and globalization.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, check him out. His other campaign slogan is "Humanity First."
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You guys know about Andrew Yang's presidential campaign? Make America Think Harder. That's what math means, these hats. Would you like a cool sticker? We might have our first Asian American president in 2020.
Yeah,
he's running for president.
Thank you.
Yeah, his math hat means "Make America Think Harder."
Okay.
Yeah, he's bringing back like logic, reason, critical thinking.
Thank you. Okay. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all.
Hey, can I give you a sticker real quick? Do you know about Andrew Yang's presidential campaign? All right. How about you, brother? Have you heard of Andrew Yang?
Of course I have.
All right. Do you know what his math hat stands for?
I do not.
Make America Think Harder. Yeah. Is he on your radar as somebody you might vote for?
I'm apolitical.
Apolitical, yeah, me too. Except for
right?
this year. Except for this year. Yep. When I heard him on Joe Rogan podcast in March, I was like, because I used to work for Amazon Robotics, right? So I was thinking about like automation, futurism. And me and my friends were smoking weed, talking about Star Trek.
Of course you were.
And he's like, "You gotta see this guy." Yeah. I don't know. Do you not believe me or what?
I believe you.
Oh, okay. I thought that was I misheard you.
Oh no, I mean
collectible sticker.
Thanks.
Look him up when you get a chance. Tell your friends about
He already
him.
knows. He already knows. Yeah, he's the first ever futurist, technologist, humanist. And yeah, I think if we don't elect him, we're going to go towards Mad Max. If we do, it's more towards Star Trek. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Yeah, this is what Matt means, make America think harder.
Yeah,
Running,
I'm familiar with Yang. Yeah.
Would you like a sticker too? I'll put it in your coat?
No.
All right. Yeah.
We had an office.
Yeah, those are auto refuse. Maybe I would say maybe slow it down, like, because they didn't get engaged, right? They're just like auto refuse on my way. So some way to slow it down and make a personal connection first, like in a split second. Yeah, fair enough.
Sure is though.
Have you seen this guy running for president out there?
No.
His math hat means make America think harder.
Okay.
That was good. That was really good. You took that feedback and you implemented it right away. Yeah.
Walk up to like, hey, you sit now.
Right. Yeah. Hello. Can I give you a quick sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential campaign? All right. Do you know what the acronym means, the math acronym?
No.
It means make America think harder. Yeah. And there's other slogans. Maybe first. Would you like to hear my 20-second pitch? All right. So he's the first ever technologist, humanist presidential candidate. And he says Donald Trump is not the problem. He's a symptom of the problem. The real problem is that artificial intelligence has been, and technology has been eliminating jobs. Over the last 10 years, we lost 4 million manufacturing jobs. And the states that were hit the hardest were the states that went to Donald Trump. He says when people are under economic distress, they become more tribalistic. Their IQ literally drops by 13 points. And so when Donald Trump came along and said it was the immigrants, people started believing. But the real cause of job loss is because of automation. And in the next 15 years, we're going to lose about 40 million jobs in the economy, which is about 30% of all jobs. And there's nobody out there talking about it except for Andrew Yang. So, yeah. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know what his math hat means?
No.
It means make America think harder. Yeah, it's good, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Follow it up with, do you know what the math hat means? Because people then start thinking, if you ask them a question.
Well, if I'm not with you, I can back. You know what math hat means about what happened. And they'll kick you in the face.
Oh.
Break your neck, something like that. I don't know. They'll break your neck if you don't really like it.
If they don't like what?
If you don't like their message, no, they'll tear your head off immediately. So you gotta be
What do you mean by that? I never got in my head.
Oh yeah, no, I walked up.
Hey, would you guys like a cool Andrew Yang sticker? Have you seen Andrew Yang as a presidential candidate? The hat means make America think harder. Hello, can I give you guys a cool sticker? This is Andrew Yang. This is our first ever Asian American presidential candidate. Have you seen him before? Yeah, his hat means make America think harder. Oh, you got one? I think so too. He's got this.
If he gets a nomination,
like
we got this. We got this.
You know about Andrew Yang? So he's a presidential candidate, and his hat means make America think harder.
YangGang.
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 It's collectible, brother.
All the way, man.
All right. Would you like a YangGang sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang's presidential candidacy? This hat means "Make America Think Harder." What do you think of that slogan?
What do you think of the slogan "Humanity First"? What do you think of that slogan? It's not left, it's not right, it's forward. Like that one?
That's a good one.
You want to hear him talking about Andrew Yang?
Would you like to hear my 20-second pitch for who Andrew Yang is and how he's going to save our planet?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's the first ever tech entrepreneur and humanist to run for the presidency. He says Donald Trump is not the problem; he's the symptom of a problem. The real problem is that artificial intelligence has eliminated 4 million manufacturing jobs in the past 10 years. And those states that were hit the hardest went to Donald Trump. Because people under economic distress, their IQ literally drops by 13 points because they can't think of anything else but their next meal or their next month's rent. People under economic distress also are more prone to racist and tribalistic rhetoric. So when Trump said it was the immigrants, they started believing that. But the real problem is because this guy's a technologist, he's written 2 books on how artificial intelligence is transforming society.
Yeah.
In the next 10, 15 years, we're about to eliminate 50 million jobs more. 30% of all jobs is going to go away, including even white-collar jobs like cardiology, because AI can compare X-ray films better than real doctors could. So this is what's called a 4th industrial revolution that as a society we're undergoing, and there's no other politician out there even talking about it. So his plan is to create what's called a human-centered capitalism, which is to reprogram the incentive structure of our economy so that they benefit people. Because right now, all we're measuring is GDP and stock market price, and those things are going up, so it looks great. But it's going up because technology is eliminating human processes from the economy.
And the stock market going up and the economy doing well, it's certainly a good thing, it's a great thing. But we're neglecting the fact that America is not healthy. Our kids are not well. Our mentality is horrible. We are getting worse as a country mentally. Mental illness is skyrocketing. People are getting worse.
Yeah, depression, drug addiction.
And the politicians look at it and say, well, America's good. The economy is doing good, so that means everything is fixed. It's not. People are getting worse mentally. Our society is falling apart for a lot of reasons. And Yang is the only candidate saying, well, here's why it's doing so bad. We can reverse the effects of it, and we can make sure that we remain in control. We can fix these things.
And we want to keep innovating, but we got to make sure, because right now, as we innovate, all the gains get trapped at the top like hot air into these hands of these big corporations, Amazon. And I used to work for Amazon Robotics myself. So Amazon, Google, all these big companies don't pay any taxes.
And I used to be homeless. It was so hard to get out of that. I did, but it was not easy, and a lot of people are finding it very hard. Now, Andrew Yang's basic idea is a universal basic income of $1,000 a month, which essentially states no matter what you are, who you are, if you're 18 and above, you're an American, you get $1,000 a month guaranteed.
Makes everybody a shareholder of the economy that's automating and growing.
And this is going to do a lot to help, especially homeless people, because here's the thing, with welfare, it says you get this much money to a certain point. You get above that, we're taking all the money, you get nothing. Universal basic income says no matter who you are, what level you are, you get this money. So keep rising. We're not going to take it from you. Keep rising. Keep getting that money. And keep innovating, doing well. Keep doing well for yourself. You're going to get the money no matter what. Now, this is going to do really good to help a lot of people, especially people like single mothers who don't have that, who are raising a couple children. They need that money. People who are working 2 jobs and still are barely able to keep by. If you get a $500 unexpected fee for something, say your car breaks down, and you can't pay it, that's going to be devastating. You get $1,000 a month. No matter what happens, you're pretty okay. You're going to make sure that you can pay that fine. You can pay that thing to fix yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How's that sound?
Yeah. Sounds very interesting.
Yeah, and he's a true technologist and a visionary. So every one of his talks is like a TED Talk. So if you see him out, how the news reports him, he does pretty well on the debate stage and everything. But really, people have to really look deeper.
Long-form interviews where he
He's written 2 books, and I'm halfway through reading his book about artificial intelligence, and it's like one of the most important sociology books in modern times.
It's called The War on Normal People, right?
Yeah, The War on Normal People.
Look it up when you get a chance. He's running for president to help people. He was the founder of a company called Venture for America, and that company's idea is get low-income Americans jobs all around the country. And they did extraordinary. He did a really good job doing it. And he was the entrepreneur who made it. He has a degree in economics. So the things he talks about, he knows how to back it up because he has a degree in economics. And so he has the facts to back it up with a value-added tax. To pay for the UBI, we don't have to raise the We don't have to raise taxes on the lower class, the upper class, the middle class, or anybody. What we do is we take, say you spend $10 on Amazon. Instead of Amazon getting that $10, they get $9.50. That 50 cents goes into the UBI fund, which pays for the UBI for the entire country. And it does a really good job of doing that. That as well as a financial transaction tax. 100 financial transactions a minute. That's you take a little bit of that money for each one of them. It's going to add up really, really quickly. And it's going to do a good job of doing so. No one actually loses because Amazon doesn't see the effects of that 50 cents loss. You take $2 from them out of every 10, they're going to see the effects, so they're going to raise prices. But you take 50 cents, it's enough for us to add up, but it's not enough for them to notice. Like, all right, we're raising prices on everything. Oops.
What's important to you guys in terms of this coming up election?
I guess I hate to say it, I never grew up with a family that was that much involved with politics. And
this is my first time ever volunteering.
Yeah.
And it's only because I heard this guy speak on the Joe Rogan podcast back in March.
I love Joe Rogan. Yeah. What's his name?
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested in the
Yeah, I am interested.
Would you like some stickers to pass it to your friends?
Why not?
The other thing is, I'm actually, if you didn't notice, I'm recording a little documentary about our Humanity First movement. Are you guys okay with being on my YouTube channel? Okay, cool. All right. Would you like me to send you a link to the video?
Sure.
Yeah.
Also,
one of your
I
name
don't
numbers.
expect you to be full YangGang by tomorrow, but if you are, I'm hosting an event in North Park tomorrow.
Yeah.
North Park Community Park.
Did you guys just meet today volunteering?
I met him today, yeah.
Yeah. I've been volunteering since March, ever since I heard this guy speak.
First time
because I used to work for Amazon Robotics, and I've been thinking about futurism a lot.
Yeah.
Was sitting around talking to my friends about Star Trek and the future. We were talking about how we're at a crossroads where we have the technology to start living towards a Star Trek-like society, or we could go towards a Mad Max type society.
What would you rather do?
And as we are now, we're kind of going towards
death over resources.
We're kind of going towards Mad Max, right?
Yeah.
Because
of course, because as resources get worse, then the mentality
concentration
gets
of wealth at the top, while everybody else kind of lives in squalor.
War Games?
War Games? No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
So I took a Social class in college. And War Games is back when we had tension with Russia, and this kid hacks into a government system and thinks he's just playing a game, and they drop to DEFCON 1 because he's actually in a simulator, and it's just we have to compare it to a Black Mirror episode. And
Yeah,
it's
Black
just-
Mirror is pretty badass.
Yeah, it just shows you back in the day, technology was so far away, but this kid's still hacking into it and had an effect, and then you compare that to present day with technology.
Yep.
But you should check it out.
One button.
Amanda.
11.
Nice to meet you. Amanda. 11?
11.
11.
Yeah. 11. Would you like me to send you a link as well?
I can get one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah, check them out. If you get so inspired, we have a San Diego YangGang Facebook group.
Yeah.
So
I don't expect, like I said, I don't expect you to be fully on board by tomorrow, but if you are, there's an event going on. I'm hosting it, North Park Community Park. If you want to stop by and check it out, you can talk to people, get their insight on the situation. You're more than welcome to stop by. Thank you.
And if you just can't wait for me to put out my video, my existing channel is called Humanity First Street Team. But I'll send you the link when I post. This today's kind of out.
Yeah, we're getting footage today. We're going out. We're getting people involved, telling them.
What do you guys do?
Well, I work with dogs. I work for
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I did a major in public health, which is interesting because it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
So if you think about the public health atmosphere, and 80% of our medical spending goes into medical costs, and 20% goes into public health and preventative measures, because there's money in medical costs and there isn't in preventative measures. So how do you get the mindset of people to
So
switch?
I think Andrew Yang's long plan
It's
is
hard because it's 8 years. You know what I mean? If you got elected and re-elected, is that enough?
right.
But if you don't, obviously try.
Like the ideological direction he wants to go is to it's really a paradigm shift to from scarcity to abundance. Right now we're fighting fires, but we can go in a direction
We shouldn't
where,
be fighting fires. We
for
should
example,
be building buildings.
if we had an incentive structure where if doctors get paid based on the health outcomes of their patient rather than per procedure, because right now the incentives are that doctors also want to make money, and to make money you have to have sick people. Right, so there's a real
There's an
like
incentive for those
fundamental
doctors
incentive
and those
misalignment.
pharmaceutical companies to keep people sick. You have a cure for cancer, destroy it. We can't let that get out. We need to keep people who have cancer sick so they keep using our resources and giving us money. That's not
Well,
okay.
and there's a lot of loss of like primary care physicians that would be that preventive health. Like you have to be super specialized to make more money and get more respect.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how.
So there is a dynamic where healthcare, the regular capitalistic incentives don't really serve the field of healthcare very well.
Not really, no.
So, yeah.
I don't know how big healthcare is important to you. I'm sure it is.
She
But
lives in, yeah.
yeah, so
You study public health?
I did. I don't do anything relevant to it now.
Yeah.
There's
And
not
that-
a lot of money in it, to
Yeah.
be quite frank.
Yeah.
Andrew Yang believes in a Medicare for choice system. So he wants healthcare for all people. You want healthcare, you can have it. You want free healthcare, you can have it. You want government healthcare, you can have it. You want your private insurance, you can have it. It's your choice. You want that kind of healthcare, it's yours to choose. You want private, you want to pay for private. You like your private, you can keep it. You want government healthcare that's paid for by the government, you can have that as well. Bottom line, every American who wants healthcare should be able to get it regardless of economic situation. But if you like your private healthcare for whatever reason, it's yours to keep. The government's like to say, no, you get government healthcare, unowned government healthcare. End of discussion. You want private, you can have it. You want government, you can have it.
Yeah.
This is
Have a good one.
Nice meeting you guys. Take care.
That was a good conversation.
It was. You know a lot. That's good. I think you're very knowledgeable about Yang's platform, right?
Yeah, if I want to advocate for him, I have to be knowledgeable.
Hey, would you like a sticker?
Oh, dude, I'll totally take
You
a
know,
Yang sticker.
oh,
Can I
right,
get one of those
cool.
humanity first
Yeah.
ones? I saw your math
Would you
thing,
like
and
a
I was
few?
like, I'll take a couple of these,
Yeah.
sure. I'll take them. Yeah.
I have a
Take
lot.
one
I
of
have
those.
like so many cards. Okay. Yeah.
You're good to get one of those Yang ones?
Yeah.
I like your pen.
You want a
too?
few?
Sure, I'll take a few.
Thanks,
man.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
about
friends, man.
Yang.
Awesome.
YangGang.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm recording a little like documentary for humanity.
Oh,
First,
no way, that's
Are you
sweet.
guys okay with being on my? On
Sure,
the channel?
yeah,
All right,
that's fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm teaching people how to canvas.
Oh,
so my,
nice.
My channel is called Humanity First Street Team.
Humanity First Street Team. Is that on YouTube or
Yeah,
YouTube? All right, I'll follow you. Sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to send you a link to the video that comes out?
Sure,
too?
yeah, that's cool.
Let me get your name and number.
Yeah.
I'll text you. Good to see more YangGang out in the wild. Like we're growing fast.
Yeah. We went
think
from
he's gonna
nothing
have a
to
chance.
He sounds
something.
familiar. I'm Levin.
Hey, Scott.
Have we met?
No, I don't think
okay.
so.
I'm John.
Nice to meet you, though. Hey, John. Nice to meet you,
Hi.
John.
There's always another
Levin.
Reina.
Rena?
Yeah.
Levin.
There you go, man. Well, good
All
luck.
right.
Just appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a nice
Have a
day,
good
man.
one.
Take care.
I'll, Humanity First Street Team.
Street Team. That's right. And we have a San Diego YangGang on Facebook.
Yeah,
if you
I'm
want.
on that one.
Nice.
Twitter or whatever.
Nice, nice. Catch you later.
No, I hate using
Having
Facebook, but it's
fun.
okay to use
Would
it.
you like a cool sticker? This is Andrew Yang. He's a presidential candidate.
Oh yeah,
You know him? Yeah.
my cousin follows him religiously.
Nice. This means Make America Think Harder is the math.
Hey, it's
'Cause
even
he-
better
yeah.
than the other guy.
For sure,
Carrot
right?
they do, Delio.
He's got good, better slogans.
But there's one brew.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Would you like a sticker too?
No, thank you.
All right. Do you know about Andrew Yang?
No, I'll pass. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
in my
billions
pocket.
of stickers.
That's right. I have a box of 5,000.
Okay, that's a lot of stickers.
Yeah, and I can order more at any time.
So yeah, if you had any business cards you didn't need, I'd love to have.
Okay,
some.
I'm gonna print some more of those too. Yeah, we should never let like these things hold us back.
Yeah.
You want one of these?
Oh yeah, that would.
That's 50.
That's good for your people.
Yep.
Okay, one. Sure. Thank you.
Would you like a sticker? I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yes.
Do you know about Andrew Yang?
I don't.
He's a presidential candidate. That means Make America Think Harder. Hey, how about this? Hey, what's your name again?
John.
John. How about this? Like, when you give them a sticker, say, "Have you heard of Andrew Yang?" And he's a presidential candidate. His hat means "Make America Think Harder," and then they walk away. Because usually when they hear that it's Make America Think Harder, it's a pop. It's like really catchy.
It is kind of catchy.
Yeah. Hello. Can I give you a cool sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang?
Yeah, no.
All right. Did you know his hat means Make America Think Harder?
Since we are not voting in this country.
Aha. It's fun, all right? Game show. Have a good one. Sorry. Can I give you guys some cool stickers? Do you know about Andrew Yang?
Yeah, I do.
You know this means Make America Think Harder?
No, I do.
There you go. Hey, can I give you guys some cool stickers?
Yeah.
Do you know about Yang? Yeah, all right. Did you know his hat stands for Make America Think Harder?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
See you around.
Love it. I love when people know about the YangGang. Excuse me, can I give you some cool stickers real quick?
Sorry.
Do you know about Andrew Yang?
Dude, thank you.
Okay. Did you know his hat means Make America Think Harder?
Ma'am, Retro California.
Hey, can I give you guys some Andrew Yang stickers? Do you know about Andrew Yang's campaign?
No.
The hat means Make America Think Harder, and he's running against Donald Trump.
What fuck was that?
Yeah? How about this one? Humanity First.
All right.
That's his other campaign slogan.
Awesome. Thank
He's
you.
our first ever technologist, tech entrepreneur who's running for president.
Okay.
Yeah, he says, Donald Trump's not the problem. Donald Trump's a symptom of a problem. Because the real problem is AI and automation has eliminated 4 million manufacturing jobs in the past 10 years. And it hit those swing states the hardest. And people under economic distress, they become more bigoted, more prone to racist rhetoric. Their IQ literally drops by 13 points when you can't think about anything else but your next meal. So that's what's happening. And in the next 15 years, we're going to automate away 40 million jobs, 30% of all jobs in the economy. This guy's written 2 books on how artificial intelligence is transforming society. It's like the next phase of mankind's evolution. And these old politicians, they're great people, but they don't understand technology. Yeah, check them out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, can I give you guys a cool sticker real quick? Do you know about Andrew Yang's presidential campaign?
Yes.
Did you know his math hat means Make America Think Harder?
Like that.
Yeah, you got it. What about this one? This is his other campaign slogan. Yeah, do you have time? I'll give you a 10-second intro to this.
I kind of saw him on, I think he was on Bill Maher, so you're kind of familiar with him.
Nice. Yeah, he's the first ever technologist humanist to run for the presidency.
Super smart.
Yeah. You're gonna vote in the primaries?
Yes. There's a whole lot of. I think Kamala just dropped out.
Yep.
So definitely looking for alternatives. Awesome.
Would you guys like some Andrew Yang stickers? Do you know about this guy?
Yeah,
who's running for
absolutely.
president?
Sure. Thank you.
All right. Did you know his math hat means Make America Think Harder? You like that?
Thank you.
All right. Can I give you some cool stickers? Do you know about Andrew Yang?
No.
Oh,
You know about Yang?
candidate, right?
Yeah. His math hat means Make America Think Harder. And his other slogan is about humanity first. So he's going to be our first ever technologist, humanist presidential candidate. And he says, Donald Trump is not the problem, he's only the symptom of the problem. The real problem is that artificial intelligence and technology automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in the past 10 years. And all those states that were hit hardest by those job losses were the swing states that went to Donald Trump. 2 books on how artificial intelligence is transforming society. And he wants to give every American $1,000 a month in universal basic income. Have you heard of that before?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay.
You get behind that, you can't do this.
You
You don't want no
that?
money? Sticking up the economy?
That's the idea of it. But anyways, thank you.
Yeah, check him out. Every one of his talks is like a TED Talk. He's a true visionary and technologist. So he's not like any other politician.
I know, that's what I thought. I've seen the debates and stuff.
Yeah, his policies sound like big ideas, and a lot of people have like objections to them at first, and I did too, back in March when I heard him on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But as I look deeper, it's really necessary.
That's what I'm thinking too. All right, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Are you guys okay with being on my YouTube channel?
What's your YouTube name?
It's Humanity First Street Team.
Street Team. Okay.
Yeah, we're out to spread
Are
the.
we gonna be on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're okay with it.
Yes, you get your permission.
If you don't want, I could edit you guys out too. Okay. Would you like me to send you the link to it?
No, we'll find you.
All right. Yeah. Humanity First Street Team.
Oh, it's on here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Have fun.
Have a great day.
See ya. I love hustling. I love hustling. It's so fun. This is the best thing ever, dude.
You know, I did this one before last July.
Oh yeah.
Part of an organization.
Comic-Con's dope. Comic-Con's the best. Hey, you look so cute with your ears.
Oh, thank you so much. I like your necklace.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing here?
We're promoting Andrew Yang, who's the presidential candidate.
Oh, no way.
Have you heard of him? So his math hand means Make America Think Harder.
Aw.
He's a technologist and a humanist. And so he says Donald Trump is not the problem, he's a symptom of the problem. What's really happening is artificial intelligence technology has automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs in the past 10 years. And those states that were hit the hardest went to Donald Trump. Because people under economic distress, their IQ literally drops by 13
Yeah, it becomes scarcity. So if Trump says, we're going to bring back your jobs, and Hillary doesn't even go to Wisconsin, she says, your jobs, who cares about the job? You can't bring it back, ignore it. And Trump says, we're going to bring them back. Who are you going to vote for? The one who says, we can't help you and we're not going to try to, or the one who says, we have a chance to bring it back? Despite everything else Trump says and has done, if he's the one saying, we're going to bring back these jobs, and you need those jobs, you're probably going to vote for him. That's how he won those states.
So when Trump came around and said it's the immigrants and globalization, people started believing him. But the reality is, technology is the one is what's automating jobs away.
Oh yeah, I've worked in hospitals with like robots and stuff. I mean, it can be great, but also like we don't really need robots delivering our laundry.
Yeah, it should be a human thing.
It is a good thing. Innovation is a good thing, provided that everybody benefits.
Yeah.
We're growing the economy.
A lot of people are not benefiting. And the way our politicians see it is, well, the economy is doing really well, so that means everything's fine. And then they hear, well, no, people are not mentally well. We're not doing well. And they get confused. Well, what are you talking about? The economy's doing great. Everyone must be fine. But we measure the economy on the numbers, not on how people are doing mentally, how their jobs are doing, what kind of jobs people have, the mentality of the country, where the wealth is going. That's not how the economy is measured. You got a stock market gets good, fine. Then everything's fine. But that's not how it actually is.
How old is he?
44.
Oh, okay.
Generation X.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think Generation X is the perfect bridge between the boomers and the Generation Z. Because they know about technology. They're at the forefront. They're like leaders of the tech boom. And they still, it was post 9/11, it was pre 9/11 where they grew up. So culturally, I think Generation X has a really well situated to be the bridge between the old and the young.
Yeah, well, thank you for educating me. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys
check them out. On YouTube is a great place to find out. I'm Levin.
Thank you.
John.
Timmy.
Cool. Nice
And the other thing is I'm recording a YouTube documentary about our movement. Are you okay with being on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's
All right,
fine.
cool.
Yeah.
Would you like me to send you a link to the video?
Sure.
All right. I'll
That's
take your
awesome.
name and number and I'll text you.
Yeah, I haven't heard of him. I love it. I really want to learn more about politics this year because I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I was too kind of like oblivious to pay attention prior to what's happening now.
Yeah, I was never politically active until I saw this guy on Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, he was on Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
sweet.
That's the best way to find out.
A lot of people love Joe Rogan.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good day.
Have a nice day. What was your name, Demi?
Demi. Take care, John and Logan.
Nice
Bye.
to meet you.
A couple things. Like, you're very knowledgeable. That's great. And so what you could do is if you switch into listening mode more, your knowledge, you have that inside you already. And when you put all of your attention on listening to the other person, find out where they're at, then your knowledge will come out at the appropriate times. You know?
don't unload every possible snippet of information right off the bat.
Because sometimes, like, when you went into that and the details there, some people want to hear that and some people don't. Right. Like, some questions you ask be like, so what's important to you? You know?
Oh, I missed it.
He's running an idea of universal basic income. I don't know where you are, but I would assume that $1,000 will help all of you. $1,000 a month is a really good idea because it has the potential to help millions of Americans. Now, the way he's going to finance this, he's not going to raise taxes on anybody. He's going to use this value-added tax. Now, that's where you say you spend $10 on Amazon. Instead of Amazon getting that $10, they get $9.50. Now, that 50 cents goes to the fund for UBI. And that fund is going to fund what's the universal basic income for every American. What are the issues that are important to any of you? What's the most important issue to you? Okay, well, Andrew, well, that's actually really good. Because Andrew Yang has the most amount of policy ideas of any family. He has about 150 altogether.
Tell me what math means.
You know what math means? No. Can you guess?
It's an acronym.
Okay, math stands for Make America Think Harder. And that makes a lot of sense. I don't know what you guys think of Trump, but one way Trump won in 2016 is he went to states like Michigan and Wisconsin, and they were losing jobs, a lot of jobs. Now, his opponent Hillary Clinton said that essentially we can't get those jobs back, so you're going to have to live with it. Trump said, well, no, we can get those jobs back, and I'm going to bring back all of those jobs. And they were out of desperation. They were losing jobs, they needed money, they needed jobs, so they voted for Trump to bring those jobs back. Yang is saying, well, those jobs might not come back, but there's a reason for that, and we can help compensate you as a result. And there's a reason for that. Automation is taking over. It's taking over jobs. Robotics are building cars instead of people. People aren't building cars anymore. Plants are shutting down. There's a reason for that. We need to combat automation.
Are you guys in high school?
No.
Middle school?
Yeah.
Okay, well, do any of you have a political candidate you're favoring right now? Are you into politics at all?
No.
Okay.
Tell your parents about this dude. Yeah, he's the first technologist president to run for this.
He is. Here, have some stickers for pass out to any of your friends, alright? Pass them out to your friends, get the word out, alright?
Have a good day.
I trust the music.
Well, you didn't know. But the point is, like, I mean, this will just take your game to the next level. You got a good gift of gab.
Told them to be voice, which is good.
Yeah. I would just say connect with people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know about Andrew Yang, the presidential candidate? Have you heard?
I don't, but I'm alright. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I ask you what you think of his one slogan?
I don't know who he is. Never heard of him.
Right. This is his hat.
Yeah.
And it means make America think harder.
That's fair. But
look him up if you want to, alright?
Sir, may I give you a cool sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang, his presidential run? Alright. Have you heard about Andrew Yang? Would you like a sticker to represent his presidential run? Oh. His math hat means make America think harder. What do you think of that? You like that? Would you like an Andrew Yang sticker?
Thank you.
You know what his math hat stands for?
No, what?
Make America think harder. Hello, would you like a cool sticker?
Oh, you want stickers in?
This is Andrew Yang. He's a presidential candidate. You've heard?
I've heard of him, yeah.
Okay.
We can just have one.
Yeah, and you know his math hat means make America think harder. Alright?
We got one.
Check this out. This is his other campaign slogan.
Good.
It's a very unifying message. He's a technologist and a humanist. First ever tech entrepreneur in the running for the presidency. Would you like to hear my 10-second spiel for the guy?
No, I've heard about it. I'm
Cool.
on it. Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too.
A little bit of joy and satisfaction. Thank you.
Hello, can I give you a cool sticker for Andrew Yang? You know his math hat means make America think harder. He's running against Donald Trump. He's out to solve the problems that got Trump elected. So he says Trump is not the problem. Trump is a symptom of the problem. The real problem is artificial intelligence has been automating away American jobs. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, what's up, brother?
Hi, what's up? I saw a sticker on that. I wonder if you put that up there or not.
Well, we didn't. Somebody else
sticker,
did that.
yeah.
Yeah, they probably did.
Oh, man, nice. I'm John. Nice to meet
Chris,
you.
yeah, nice to meet you. That's Whitney.
Nice to meet you.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had another guy and his son come through.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
talked to a
cool.
couple people out there already.
Yeah, we were probably here for about 25 minutes at the top end. We
Okay.
were just talking to some of the people that were, selling local stuff.
Nice, nice. What's your pitch like? What's your approach like?
I just casually get into just like ask them if they've heard of Andrew Yang, and I kind of just take it easy basically, and then see where they want to go, and then I go that
I
way.
kind of walk up and say, hey, you like sticker, you heard of Andrew Yang, he's running for president. And if they punch you in the face and run away, then they're not going to take it. If they take it, he's running for president, he's a Democrat from New York, this is what he believes in.
Yeah, so the format of these meetups I like is just to exchange our approaches. Yeah. So like I usually have a couple of people shadow me, and then I'll shadow them, and then we'll give each other feedback.
Oh, okay. We also made these just because we ran out of stickers.
We ran out of the real cards.
Dude, we're gonna give you all stickers.
This has been like pretty decent just when we went up there just handing out a couple. They just like have bootleg info, but
It's good.
But we ran out.
More of those?
Yeah.
So I have unlimited supply of these stickers.
Nice. Well, good.
So before you guys leave, we'll stop by my car, and I'll give you guys get you guys all loaded.
Oh yeah.
This is the way to roll me in. I love this.
Did you guys see my tutorial videos?
Yes. I saw the one that you did.
I saw the one from here.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So there's one where
an older guy with sunglasses.
Yep. Have you guys been trying that same approach?
Yeah.
So far, we've just been like
talking to the shop owners.
Talking to the shop owners. We could have bought like a bunch of crap. Funny. But it's a good way because like they're trying to sell you something. You're talking to them about their product.
One person even asked what our mat stuff was, and then that was easy for them.
Yeah.
Say, oh, what is that? And then you can kind of like very easily answer.
How about we just slowly stroll up, and I'll yang a couple people, and then you guys can see how I do it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I feel out of place. You guys all have some kind of Yang memorabilia. I don't.
That's okay. I still hit hat. So.
Hello, can I give you guys a cool sticker real quick?
I got one, but I'll take it.
Oh, you did? All right. Did you get one of these? Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential campaign? So this guy, his math hat means "Make America Think Harder."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and his other campaign slogan is "Humanity First." He's our first ever technologist, humanist presidential candidate. He says Donald Trump is not the problem; he's the symptom of the problem. The actual problem is that artificial intelligence and technology has been automating away American jobs. So he's a tech entrepreneur. He's written 2 books on how technology is transforming society. And I think he has what it takes to run a 21st century economy.
I think he does.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. I got my pitch down. Like I do my intros like it's like a cool sticker. Do you know what math means? And then
would you like a cool sticker? I like that one.
Would you like a cool sticker?
So it makes them be like, hey, math, look at this.
Well, they have the math here. It's like, here's a cool sticker. Have you heard of Andrew Yang? And then they're like, if they don't, it's like, he's running for president. His math hat means make America think harder. Because that's a punch.
Like the greatest.
Because it's so funny.
Yeah. They pause. They look back as they're walking by. And then I say, can I give you my 20-second pitch for who he is? And then I got him.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Every time we go out and one of us is wearing, mostly you, wearing masks, somebody says, oh, that's so cool.
Like, what does that mean?
Yeah. Where do I get that? What is that? Mask.
That was good.
Very
Can I
good,
give you a
yeah.
cool sticker?
Sure.
Do you know about Andrew Yang?
No.
He's a presidential candidate, and his math hat means make America think harder. Hi, can I give you a sticker? This is a presidential candidate. We might have our first Asian American president. All right. Like a sticker too?
Oh, no, thank
you know this guy? He's running for president. His math hat means make America think harder.
Oh my goodness.
It's good, right?
Yeah, that's really good. But
All right.
Yeah, I'm watching the debate.
Nice. Are you YangGang? Not yet?
Not
All
yet.
right.
I think you will be though.
Maybe by the time you get down the street.
Can I give you a sticker?
Cool. You're only 15, bro? You said, all right. Nice. Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, that is solid.
I get some eight? Hell no.
You guys pretty much done the whole thing already? We have one lady we're going to go back and talk to.
Because she was really receptive. We just didn't have any stickers to give her. So.
And her son was there too.
Why don't we
He kind of was on the radar. But we're like, we don't know if he was 16 or like 25.
Is it up where the cobblestones are?
It's the first section by the dog park. She's a salsa lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also like tons of people around.
Oh yeah.
So, how are you guys with just cold approach people walking by? Is that within your range yet?
No.
I mean, it depends if, you know.
It can be, but...
Would you like to get there?
Not as of yet.
I mean...
Chris is probably better at it.
I feel like I'm more comfortable right now just kind of talking to people that I feel like I'm already in a conversation with. Rather than a cold call, but like, you know.
So what about like people standing?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if we make eye contact, I don't, you know, I can go up and say, here, sticker, you know.
I like to just walk up to the girl and I stand
So
there.
my goal for my channel is to get everybody to be able to go up to people, interrupt their day, and to know that we are interrupting them with a great gift of this,
it's like if you want to hand them
knowledge in
$1,000.
this game that we're playing.
I walk up, and I say, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Hey,
Can
can I talk?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's my aim for this channel, because if you drop me anywhere, I can yank 200 people per hour, every hour, consistently. And I think if I activate everybody to do that, we're gonna. That's the next level for our ground game. So, you know, and it's okay. Like, we want to look at anywhere where you are blocked, and just acknowledge that. So,
Right. Yeah, I saw your video that you did on, was it SPSU or UCSD campus?
Yeah.
Where you were just kind of like boom, 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 boom.
Right.
It was like 15 minutes, like rapid fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
Like, would you guys like to be able to do that?
I think my approach is a little different, but like I think it would, you know, be beneficial for certain people that would have a proclivity for that. But for me personally, I don't know if that's really what I would want to do, but like obviously I see the strength.
But like, if you were already comfortable doing that, right? Because I think like some people stay away. They say they don't want to do it, but they don't think they want to because it's confronting. But once you get past that point of where it's confronting and it's just like normal, it's fun.
Right.
So I can get you there, just like with a couple of, you know, if you just do it a couple times, you'll get a feel for it. So like that's my invitation.
Yeah. I mean, something will.
I mean, like I said, I don't want to speak for Whitney, but part of us just coming down here today, which is to see how you guys are kind of like,
just to like step our toes in a little bit.
Go all in right off the bat, just kind of see how you're doing, because I've actually never seen you do it in person. I've seen your video once or twice.
See what it's all about, how you do it.
Cool.
I mean,
I figured you had more of these, which I definitely do need more of. So.
Yeah, so never let this hold you back, because I have unlimited supply.
No, I mean, as you saw, he like made his own.
I made my own, but like I had a whole stack that I got when I think I told you when we last hung out that I DJ'd the LA rally, and they gave me like a fucking packet.
Yeah.
I already went through, and that was from September 29th. Just like giving it out at the M Theory shop, or just putting it up on lampposts and stuff. I do that all the time, you know. So, but I ran through it. So.
My question is, have you talked to the Save the Children people yet?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
All of them. Oh yeah.
Actually, as you're walking by, I was like, I bet you.
I always yang the hustlers first.
Yeah, it's like exactly. It's like you tell me your spiel, I'll tell you my spiel.
Because if you get them in the yang game, they know how to hustle.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, those guys.
They got a little crowd of people they sucked in. So, yeah. Well, we have like maybe 30 minutes.
So
I have to go to work for a little bit.
Yeah. So have you seen enough? You've seen me a couple times, right? Or do you want to shadow me some more while I go rapid fire?
I'll shadow you once. Yeah, just curious. We'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go rapid fire. excuse me, can I offer you a cool sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang?
No.
So this guy's running for president. His map hat means "Make America Think Harder."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and his other slogan is "Humanity First." He's our first ever technologist, humanist candidate. And he would say that Donald Trump is not the problem; he's a symptom of the problem.
Yeah.
And he knows he wrote 2 books about how artificial intelligence intersects with society. So yeah, encouraging people to look into it.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Hey guys, can I offer you a cool sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang, his presidential campaign?
YangGang? YangGang! YangGang, always.
Right
Thank
there,
God.
buddy.
You guys are doing a great job for the country. Keep it up.
Hey, join us. We got San Diego YangGang Facebook group.
I get the text.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're out here almost every Saturday.
Can I have another one?
Yeah, man. How many do you want? Oh, we got
Can I
a
get
lot.
one of those and like 5 of those maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know where you're going. You want to join us right now?
Spread
pass
the
out
gospel.
stickers?
What?
You want to join us right now? Pass out some stickers?
Not right now, unfortunately. Maybe in the future. Math, YangGang, UBI, I'm with it.
Hey, tomorrow I'm holding an event, North Park Community Park, 3:30 to 6:30. You want to show
Yeah,
up?
if you're so inspired, find us on San Diego YangGang Facebook group.
That's fantastic.
I also have a YouTube channel that's I'm putting a documentary
YangGang.
on.
Nice.
Called Humanity First Street Team.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's going to be,
You know
we're
what?
building this party.
He's gonna, I think he's gonna pick up the polls, as long as he doesn't, pull like a Camelot on us and just drop out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, he's not going to drop out.
I don't think he will. He's
Yeah,
worked too hard.
He's
the
staying in.
he's the one. I mean, honest to God, if he gets the nom, he'll kill him. He'll kill Trump.
Yeah.
That's the cold hard truth.
He's already doing it, right? 10% of Trumpers are already Yang.
Exactly. And the thing, I mean, I don't know. His policies spread across party lines, which is good. He's not
a
too divisive.
unifier. He's
Exactly.
a great unifier.
Definitely.
I'm going to skip that way.
Always
Have a good time.
Have a nice day, man.
That's cool. How often do you actually run into somebody who's like?
Oh, today I ran into like 24 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That knew about it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
That holler. Hello, can I offer you a cool sticker? Do you know about Andrew Yang?
Nice. I don't think so.
So this guy's running for president, and his map hat means "Make America Think Harder."
Okay.
He's the first ever technologist, humanist candidate.
Okay.
And he would say Donald Trump's not the problem; he's a symptom of the problem. And the real problem is how artificial intelligence has been eliminating jobs. 4 million manufacturing jobs were lost in the past 10 years, hitting the swing states the hardest. And Yang's like, when people are under economic distress, they become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric. The IQ literally drops by 13 points. So we have to eliminate the economic distress that people are being put under. Yeah, he's a technologist. He wrote 2 books on how artificial intelligence is transforming society.
Sounds like an awesome person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a Trump fan, so.
Did I get you one of these? This is his other campaign slogan. Check him out on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this video on YouTube, so I'll get.
Okay, you're a
What's your
YouTuber?
name?
Levin.
Levin.
I'm also I'm actually YouTubing right now too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
On this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have a mutual friend.
Oh really?
Eddie B.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh awesome. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Greg.
Greg.
So
All right,
actually,
cool.
you know Matt Morris?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
my
do.
buddy. So I was his roommate. I
All
live
right.
at his house. Him and Tatiana just moved out a little bit. But yeah, I know that he's in the past mentioned me. So.
All right. Cool. Wow. Your name one more time?
I'm Greg.
Greg. Okay.
I'm Chelsea. Nice
Chelsea,
to meet
11.
you.
Yeah.
I'll have to follow what's your YouTube?
Yeah, it's Humanity First Street Team.
Okay, I'm sure I can find that. Mine,
Yeah.
I'm just starting mine. I have a brand called Music is the Drug.
Okay.
And mine's all about just spreading like.
And is your
good vibes
channel
through
up
music.
already?
It is, but my name on there, I don't think it's My Music is a Drug. I think it's the Sober Raver or something. Cause
Okay.
I'm the Sober Raver,
Yeah.
so.
Would you like to connect? And
Yeah, for
I can send you
sure.
the link to the
Yeah,
video when it
absolutely.
comes out.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm like misinformed on politics, and you've educated me a little more today, so I
Awesome.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I found out about this guy in March when I saw him on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
The Joe Rogan podcast, I saw Yang, and I'm like, immediately, this guy
Immediately
resonates.
was just-
'Cause I used to work for Amazon Robotics, I'm a technologist, I've been thinking about futurism.
That's amazing.
And this guy he's right on point, right on time. Couldn't come any soon,
Well,
we need it now,
We
really.
definitely need change, that's for sure. Our nation is kind of struggling right now. So.
As far as ways for it's really about sustainability. That's a big thing. Right? Resources and being able to find ways to also create jobs in the process too. So,
Yeah.
it's good technology to get to an extent, but at the same time we want to be able to maximize.
Yeah, it's like we got to switch from competition to collaboration.
Nice to meet you, John, Chelsea.
Scarcity to abundance. Like it's a real spiritual thing we're doing as a society.
Really
and we have to do it fast because
we're running out of time.
Humans are so powerful that when we fight each other, we destroy everything else. So
yeah, that's 100% true. Well,
nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Greg.
Sure, Greg. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure I'll see you out there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Here's my sticker. Just music is a drug. So
Right.
like I said, I'm just a sober concert goer. I try to spread good vibes.
That's dope. You just throw. I want to go to a lot more sober dance parties.
Yeah.
During the day.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe they serve like tea or something.
Yeah, sweet tea.
Rather
I'm from
than
the South. I'm actually
alcohol.
from Virginia. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. So we're from the South. We drink our sweet tea.
Yeah.
This is my first time in San Diego.
Oh, really? How are you liking it?
I like it.
It's really good, isn't it?
Yes, for sure.
You staying for a while?
I'll be here for a few more days.
Okay.
Like 3 more days.
Yeah.
I'm loving
Make
it.
her fall in love with the place. She'll move out here.
It's pretty easy to get. Not hard at all.
Yeah, I love it already. I already want to be
Just
out
gotta find fun places to go in the rain.
But yeah, I brought the gloom from Virginia. Here, I'm sorry, guys.
It's alright.
Yeah.
We make it sunny.
That's right. You're bringing the ray of sunshine, so thank you for that.
And as well,
Greg?
Absolutely.
Have fun.
It was nice to meet you. Have a nice night.
500 at least.
Greg.
Yeah.
Can I offer you a sticker?
Andrew Yang. Our next, you know him?
Yeah.
This means Make America Think Harder. You know that? Cool. Would you guys like some Andrew Yang stickers? Do you know about this guy? Andrew Yang, he's running for president.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, his hat means Make America Think Harder.
We need a little bit of that.
Yeah. And his other slogan is Humanity First. It's a real unifying message. He's our first ever technologist, humanist candidate. And he's like, Donald Trump's not the problem, he's a symptom of the problem. The real problem is AI technology has been decimating jobs for, in the past 10 years, we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs. In the Midwest, that went to Donald Trump. And he's like, people under economic distress, their IQ literally drops by 13 points. They're more susceptible to racial, tribalistic rhetoric. But the real problem is not, immigrants and immigration, it's automation. And we're about to automate away another 40 million jobs in the economy in the next 15 years.
Cool.
Yeah, check him out. He wrote 2 books on AI and how it transforms society, so he's a deep thinker. If you watch his YouTube videos, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And they head up to Salsa Lady?
Okay. Would you guys like some cool Andrew Yang stickers? You know about Andrew Yang? So he's running for president, and his math hat means Make America Think Harder.
Oh, wow. Sorry, yeah.
I'll put it like... No.
Oh.
I'm a volunteer for it.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I pretend though.
Yeah.
I'm Andrew Yang and I'm going to save America. So Donald Trump is not the problem. Donald Trump is the symptom of the problem. The real problem is artificial intelligence and technology has been taking away jobs from the economy. We lost 4 million manufacturing jobs in the past 10 years. And those places that were hit the hardest, you know where they were? The swing states that went to Donald Trump. So the job losses lead to economic distress, and when people are under economic distress, their IQ drops by 13 points. They become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric. So when Trump came along and started blaming the immigrants, people started believing him. But Andrew Yang would say the real problem is technology and artificial intelligence, where the next 15 years, it's going to eliminate another 30% of all jobs. That's like 40 million jobs in the economy. So, and he has a plan to address that, because he wrote 2 books on the topic, how technology is transforming society. Yeah, so check him out, man.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks for listening. Excuse me. Hey, sorry to interrupt for just a quick second. Can I give you some cool stickers?
Sure.
Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential campaign?
I know about him.
Yep. All right, cool. Do you guys know what his math hat stands for? It's an acronym.
Not for me, thank you.
All right. It means Make America Think Harder.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Can I give you my 10-second spiel for who he is? Actually, maybe 20 seconds.
Universal Basic Income does not play well with this crowd. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, that's cool. I mean,
I'll just take people.
all right. Yeah. So he's the first ever technologist, humanist presidential candidate.
Yep.
He would say that Trump is not the problem; he's a symptom of the problem. And the problem underneath is that AI and technology have been decimating American jobs. For the past 10 years, we lost 4 million manufacturing jobs, hit hardest are the swing states that went to Donald Trump. So he says when people are under economic distress, they become more bigoted, they're more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric, their IQ literally drops by 13 points because you can't think about anything else but your next month's rent.
I see.
Right?
I see. Yeah.
So, and in the next 10, 15 years, we're going to lose another 40 million jobs in the economy. 30% of all jobs.
Yeah, I mean, that hits harder, like, in states where that's really effective, right? Because, like,
it's every 6 months.
I work in software development.
Yeah.
You know about that.
Yeah, I used to work at Amazon Robotics.
Yeah,
so
you
I
know
was
about
right
it
there.
too. Automation, all that. So, I mean, I guess my question is, why are you campaigning out here instead of where it's...
I will be going to Iowa on the 20th.
Okay.
21st.
Well, there you go. That answers my question right there.
Yeah, and I'm actually making a little documentary.
Cool.
So if you guys are you guys okay with being on YouTube?
For sure.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna opt out.
Okay.
Hey, you're in public. You can't, man. You just got the right to
I'm a hardcore libertarian. I'm gonna opt out.
Cool.
You can't opt out. You're in public.
That's true. Technically, that's true.
Yeah, but yeah, I like to make people look good and like, respect them.
Well, you also didn't do anything. You literally ordered an Uber while you were
Yeah, so you probably know about some of his flagship things like the Freedom Dividend or Universal Basic Income.
Yeah. Which some of those I don't really get.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
completely ridiculous.
Well, it's a good question to ask, but did you look? Have you looked at where the money's coming from? Because it's out there.
Well, the money is coming from taxpayers.
Right. And do you know what the tax scheme is and the math behind all
The
of
math doesn't work on any of that shit.
it? Well, have you looked at the math?
I don't need to look at it. The math doesn't work on any of it.
Well, if you don't look, you don't know.
If you take all the wealth from all the billionaires and all the millionaires, you will not cover the deficit for 1 year.
That's not what we're talking about.
That's what we're trying to do.
I honestly don't need to hear it because I know better than you guys, so it's okay.
Okay,
I mean,
then there's nothing for me to say. But I would just say you should look.
Have you heard of those value added?
You guys, you'll never get to those numbers.
Just relax. He doesn't want to
You'll
hear
never
it.
get
He
to those
doesn't want to hear
numbers. You're out of your mind.
Car's here. We're gonna get a 5-star.
I'm just saying you should look, brother.
Dude, you'll never get to those numbers. If you steal all the way from all the billionaires, you'll never cover any of those
That's not what we're
numbers.
trying to do. That's not the tax scheme. It's not the billionaire tax.
Who are you going to tax? The middle class?
Okay.
Who's already being taxed?
You want me? Are you
50%?
asking or are you just
No,
trying
I'm
to?
saying it doesn't make any fucking sense.
If you're asking, I can answer. But if you're not,
It doesn't
then
make any fucking sense.
all right.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Peace. Yeah.
That wasn't.
He's not open, is he?
That wasn't a penny, but I didn't like that. Can I get most?
So I would follow that one up with, do you know about YangGang as a presidential candidate? Because all they refused was a sticker. They didn't know what you were actually talking about.
I didn't think about the crap I should. Like, hey, sticker, Andrew Yang, you know?
Yeah. We're gonna grab a bite to eat now. How are you guys doing?
I have to go to work.
Yeah.
For a couple hours.
All right.
We just went up to the top over there.
See you guys.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, yeah, for sure.
Nice to
Hey, I'm
meet
going
you.
to go to the Ego Trip show. There's an Ego Trip show at Spin Nightclub.
Alright, well, I gotta go to work.
Yep.
All right.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Later.
All right.
Cool. Let's eat some burgers.
Boy, the lounge.
Hey guys, can I give you guys some cool stickers? Sure. Do you know about Andrew Yang and his presidential candidacy?
I do.
Yeah. All right. Did you know his math hat means "Make America Think Harder"? Yeah.
Now I know that.
Now you know. And this is another campaign slogan.
Humanity
Yeah.
first.
It's our first ever technologist, humanist president. He knows like Donald Trump's not the problem. Donald Trump is the symptom of a problem. And the real problem is that artificial intelligence has decimated American jobs. Over the past 10 years, we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs. And in those states that were hit the hardest, those were the states that went to Donald Trump. So yeah, when people lose their jobs and go into economic distress, their IQ literally drops by 13 points. They become more susceptible to tribalistic rhetoric. And that's what this guy's bringing about is a refocus on humanity first and acknowledging people for their struggles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Right on.
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck out there.
Peace.